Oh, you sound like you're in a foul mode.
Who, me? Are we going or what?
Yeah, we're going.
Are we on?
Yeah.
What do you mean I'm in the foul mode?
I could just tell.
You've seen this walk. Man.
I've seen that.
The Dark Prince has arrived.
It just got a few degrees colder.
All the
in here.
laughs are fucking fake laughs. These
Sucked out of the room.
Terrible stories. I'm sure I didn't have to participate.
Oh, we've been having some fun.
Actually, there's some.
Why are you on time today? What's this about?
Oh, very early today.
Yeah, no, I
No breakfast today?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
With your same guy?
Good for himself.
Oh, but you can go with your buddy though.
Actually, I'll be honest. I mistakenly thought that we were starting at 9.
Well, then he was late.
I said 9:30.
30 minutes late.
You said 9:30. Yeah.
What a pro. Oh yeah.
Actually, been reading some real amusing stories from the 98.5 Twitter account.
I know. I saw you.
You see that?
You're communicating with them. What is going on?
Two buddies.
Paul from something looks like that. Our minds are blown. Click here.
I think they are.
Having fun with it?
I think they're mocking the fact that that guy has to right. Is that my
Of course,
right?
yeah. No, they're
That's
taking
funny.
a page out of the Kirkman handbook
That's
and just
funny.
flushing some shit down the corporate
How
tubes.
tall is Rich Shirton?
How long do you think that will last before they just give up on that? Like a week?
Well, they're
2
going to
weeks?
see a bunch of traffic, and the corporate's going to be like, "See, we were right.
That's true.
we were
That's
right.
true.
We knew this would be successful."
They should just do that permanently. Just put them up 4 times a day. They won't even care.
That's what they're doing. That's what they're
I
doing.
know. I'm saying just do it in perpetuity. Just do it forever. Who cares, right?
I mean, they could probably come up with an AI bot that would just write those.
Oh, shit. I guess. I mean, yeah. I mean, I suppose. I swear to God, I knew they had a website that you could go listen to it, but I had no idea. Like, it's not like EEI.com. Do they have dedicated full-time writers on 98.5? I don't know this.
Well, they did. Like when it was with CBS. Who was that guy? Michael Hurley. Yeah, he was the big one. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
So I think,
but they don't have a guy covering the Red Sox, the Celtics.
I actually think they do.
I think
yeah.
that's what
is
he
that
was.
right?
I thought he covered the Patriots or something.
Right, but I'm saying like they have Andy Hart, and then they would have.
Yeah, I don't know how many there are in 98.5.
It's weird because I mean they have the Patriots. You would think, so that was Michael
Like
Hurley.
Ty Anderson moved to 98.5 specifically to run the Bruins.
Oh, I remember
that's
that.
right.
Yeah. He was a pretty good kid, I think, as I recall. I remember. I think he hated. He was one of those guys who thought he should be on the old show.
Yes.
I fucking hated. Mike
thought
was like
he
that.
was,
I hated people
wasn't he?
like that.
Yeah.
That was for Steve, Mike. I don't. He was on our show. Not like
I
on
know
the
his
show.
name for some reason, and I thought it must be
Yeah.
because you brought him up at some point.
I guess I tried to call DJ Bean last night. He did not answer the phone. So
Oh, he's upset with you?
I have no idea.
I saw, what's his name? His friend replied to that and said, get him.
Who's that?
Who's his buddy that he does the
don't know.
podcast with?
I don't know.
Pete something. He does it with Carabas too.
Oh, yeah, I know him. I went to his house to do
Pete Blackburn.
Carabas taught me about podcasting. That was in his basement. There you go. He had a huge dog.
When you discovered podcasting.
Yes, a huge, shaggy, stupid dog. Oh, was he? Well, I mean, whatever. If TJ can't take a joke and go fuck himself. Anyway, so Steve Robinson is here. Editor-in-chief of the Maine Wire.
Yes.
Correctamundo.
Is Dave said the turtle boy of Maine. I call him Lobster Boy. That's Steve's name.
I tried to.
Is that second order?
I tried to elevate.
I just thought of that, Mike, right there.
Lobster
That's
man.
genius at work.
Lobster man.
What's that?
I tried to
Lobster
elevate.
Man, that's right.
I tried to elevate that. Don't just say turtle boy. Oh,
He's a very successful
What's wrong with
guy.
Turtle
He
Boy?
breaks
Yeah.
1 million stories.
correct. But Steve isn't. His headline isn't like "cum dumpster."
Not yet.
Got frauded.
Yeah, not
Just
yet.
wait.
Not
You
yet.
believe me. Yeah. Steve's gonna be doing
Wait till I
touch,
respond.
touch of Richard doing it pretty soon. Which hand is the fucking with the ball in? That's coming up next.
Turtle Boy is no exaggeration. Probably broken more stories in New England than any other newspaper journalist.
Until
stories,
now.
Stories of
Well, I would just say
consequence.
name me
Stories-
another.
Yeah, stories that haven't been handed to him.
Yeah, like name me another one. Like there's nobody right now doing anything other than who knows other than us. That's true. Ben Volin breaks stories. So I don't understand what's going on with this Maine Wire thing. Do you own it?
No, I do not. Not yet.
Oh.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Who
No,
owns it? Who
it's a project of the Maine Policy Institute, which is a 501c3 nonprofit.
Okay.
Free market think tank. I used to work for this think tank before Howie hired me.
Right, I remember you talked to us. So this was that.
Yes.
Okay. So,
So
how many people are working? I see a couple of different names.
Yeah, I mean, dedicated right now. There's 3, but
Okay.
it's kind of shifting. We're going through a spin-off process. But about 6 months ago, somebody, an investor, approached me to come back and run it and turn it into a legit multimedia company and do some investigative reporting. So
How's it going?
kind of
Clean up
a
show.
media startup. I actually think it's going pretty well for the
You have
first
any advertising
couple
yet
of
or
weeks. Not yet, but we're not trying. We're not like running based on an advertising model at the moment.
How are you making any money then?
Just from investors.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so you're not. There's no Right.
No,
So
there's no active income at this point.
Correct.
Yeah.
But there's going to be.
We're under a non-profit structure.
Are you offering me a percentage of this company for a rate? I'd be willing to. I'd love to be like Kevin or. I might make
investor?
I might do an investment.
There will be an equity round. In the
You're gonna do
future
a round.
when we spin off. Yeah,
this is exciting. I would definitely.
I'll come in here year from now, year and a half.
I like this.
I'll pitch
I like this. You're doing a tremendous amount of writing on it, though.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yes.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Good.
You were pretty down on it. Now you're acting all.
Not
Yeah,
true.
your tone was negative.
Well, I think it's below Steve, but I mean, what are you gonna? Steve is passionate about this stuff, and he's a man of Maine.
True.
So what are you gonna do?
I
He's
think
happy.
both things are true, and I also just want to do something for myself. Like I think
but
there's
you don't own
something.
it though yet.
No, not yet. But
you're going to.
It's still very quite obviously going to be a Steve Robinson project.
What about the guy you
Are
on the
they
radio
aware of
with?
this? Will there be a coup of some kind?
No, there's not going to be a coup. I think that there's like an obvious understanding that this is going to revolve around my writing and the podcast that I'll be doing. So.
Whoa, hold on, wait a minute. What? I beg your pardon? A podcast?
The Robinson Report.
Oh,
The Robinson
really? It's
Report,
coming
man.
back?
Yes.
Daily or no?
Yes, I don't think it's going to be daily. I
How
think
about
it's
like a quick 20-minute? Like this is the 2 or 3 stories we're doing today.
I think that's what it's going to be. It's going to be.
Thrice
It's
You
going to be
just said
something.
it's not going to be. You think
No.
thrice weekly potentially?
No, I'm saying like Thrice Weekly is where I'm leaning. But in terms of like a longer podcast that's more involved, I think it's going to be very much driven by the reporting and the stories that are available.
That's a good. I think.
Like, I don't want to.
I think that's a good idea.
I don't want to have to do a podcast where it's like it's December in Maine and there's just nothing going on. What just
I've been
come up
there.
and just like talk about bullshit.
Like what we do every day.
What you do is you find a show from the 70s to watch.
I'm not
That kills
gonna.
about 150 weeks.
I'm not gonna find somebody as talented as Blind Mike and Dave Cullinane.
You were right about
to come
that.
kick the stories around. So
Seriously, where's the TV, Dave?
gone.
I didn't technically throw it out, but it's broken in the other room.
To me, that's usable still.
It was also my TV, just so you know. It wasn't like a Barstool TV.
That was an old beat up TV.
What he's saying is, you owe him a few shekels.
it's actually.
But those are the TVs that last the longest. That was a
Oh
heavy,
yeah, I didn't see that. That thing went down.
Well, you picked
like
it up. That was a
bitch.
heavy TV, wasn't it?
The funny thing is, it's going to cost him like $50 to recycle it.
I'm happy that we need better technology for the Zoom anyway.
Right.
I just
That's
didn't-
what you were thinking when you did.
I also want the TV. I'm happy to reimburse you. No problem.
kidding. I don't
That's fine. But I think if we're gonna do Zoom stuff, which is fine. Like everybody was making this, or Portnoy was making this thing that I was like looking befuddled at Rico during his rant last week.
Yep.
But the truth is, I didn't have my glasses on, and that's how because
You're squinty.
like I
Squinty,
can't.
yeah.
I can see. I can't read this, but I can see okay there. But I need to squint a little bit. But if I'm I can't see anything. So
You need
Yes.
the LASIK. is
So
what
you
need.
were saying this is just a rational
fucking
man.
Howie?
I wish I
You
could
need
see
you need some Russian guy to come in with a laser and
I
slice
did.
your eyes
So I
open.
did the LASIK there's a place in Brookline when I was at EEI. They sent me to do it, and I went and consulted with them, and then they had me wear the thing I put it in. See how it was just too
What is
weird.
it?
Like
a contact lens.
Yeah, that would replicate what it would look like.
Oh, I see.
And it was just I didn't like
Having good vision.
I like glasses. I don't know, and I don't want to. A friend of my mom's.
You're talking you didn't like the idea, like you didn't like how it looked to your eye. Like
No, I
seeing
like
well?
wearing glasses. I like wearing glasses.
Well, there are some people who get the LASIK and then say like the stars don't look the same. Like they can
And that's
they can see
important to me.
they
You
can
know
see
that.
very well.
You and I
but-
spent many nights staring at the stars in Clemson.
sucks.
It's true. It's true. In Walhalla with Kevin. But a good friend of my mom's got LASIK. This is years ago now at the birth of LASIK and got essentially blinded by it.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't imagine what that'd be like.
What they do?
blind.
They like they peel off a layer, right?
Yeah,
Is that what
but
they
I've
do?
always said, like, in no disrespect to anybody in the room, but to be able to see and then be blind is way worse than just being some fucking like kind of half blind person then go blind.
I think that's.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I don't understand that logic.
That's because you're blind.
But I can see, so it kind of
Not
defeats
really.
your point.
How many fingers do I have?
It's to have loved and lost.
I like the idea that if my vision, I got surgery and I got corrected, and I looked up at the stars and I was like, "This is bullshit."
This is what you guys have been fucking talking about the whole time. This is crap. But yeah, so obviously you didn't get it.
LASIK? No.
Yeah.
No.
Why don't you get it?
I think we're lining up to. You have to not wear contacts for a long period of time.
Oh, is that right?
Because your eyeball just like goes into its natural form, I believe. At least when I was going through it with Howie, that's when we were fishing.
Howie
for
got
somebody to do
LASIK,
it
right?
for free. I think so. Yeah.
As Gerry once said, if they paid Howie enough to get a sex change.
Ooh, long conversation with Gerry yesterday.
Oh, wait a minute. What?
Yeah, a long conversation.
Two fucking phonies, man. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Will he be doing some writing?
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, in the future, it depends on the future health of the Maine Wire as an organization.
wait a minute, you're talking about bringing Gerry Callahan as a Maine Wire contributor?
I mean, we're just kicking it around. I know.
You're not making the Tom Shattuck phone calls, are you? You're not doing this.
Can you imagine Gerry fucking writing for the Maine Wire?
Yes, actually, I can now.
Great. Oh, it's great. Great piece of the Maine Wire today.
Wait till you get a text. Hey, can you give me Mike Montante's number?
Do they play football on Thanksgiving in Maine?
Maybe, but it's not like a big. It's not like a big celebration.
That's too bad, Mike. Because then you can just move it right over there.
Every year, write a column once.
Every year, Gerry would recycle his Herald column. And like I said, one year, Mike, we talked about this guy the other day.
Yeah.
We had that guy Lauro come in and read the fucking column. Because Gerry's column was like,
I love that guy.
like, Mom's up early with the coffee. The older brother is getting the newspaper. He knows what it feels like.
But I like that. That's back when columnists were actually interesting. Like there was a part of the
Gerry was a
community.
great columnist.
Yeah, it was a
for
fantastic
sure.
columnist.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't name you. I don't want to sound like Meghan Ottolini, but I couldn't name you a columnist other than Shaughnessy really in Boston now.
Well, Howie.
Grace Curley. Sports. Oh, Grace Curley writes for the Herald?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, does she really?
I mean,
think she still does.
Chris Gasper.
That's what I mean. Like, I've never read anything Chris has written. So, I don't know. Anyway, so what's...
But to his point, like if Gerry's writing all sports columns on Boston Bruins, it's actually or the Boston Celtics, whatever. It's exciting to hear him talk about something personal to him. When he writes that column.
It's exciting to you when Gerry writes about the Bruins, Dave?
No. I said if you read him like you used to read Shaughnessy or whatever, writing about the Bruins,
Or
and
Bob
then all of a
Ryan,
sudden he
sure.
writes about Thanksgiving game that he goes to or played in every year, that's something exciting.
It's exciting.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're excited about that.
I think so.
So explain to me this phone conversation with Gerry Callahan, who I think referred to you as what?
A piece of shit.
A piece of shit.
That's right. Yes, I remember that.
Okay, yep.
Yes.
Go ahead.
No, just two industry insiders talking shop, talking about the biz.
That's very vague.
I'm just imagining having to fight Steve for Craig. No, I want him.
Well, from what I understand, Craig is
Opposite Sophie's choice.
Craig is producing. Craig is producing like 1 million podcasts.
Yes, he is.
He is, yes.
Because of you.
Yeah, you got him the job.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Which thank you for.
Fantastic. The coaching tree is.
So what was the
fantastic.
conversation about? I
Just,
talked to Gerry yesterday. What time did you talk to him?
oh, must have been like 5 o'clock.
Oh, is that
Four-
right?
yeah.
Okay. So what was the
I gotta go, Kirk. I got a big phone call.
big business call?
I was I was actually approached by some people at Newsmax who were
Gerry referenced Newsmax. Remember I said this?
We did.
well, no, this
It's all
was
coming together.
the people at Newsmax are doing a Newsmax daily. You know how the New York Times has a very
Daily,
successful
yeah.
the daily podcast, and all they do is kind of rehash New York Times stories.
And they do
So I
like
think-
a 20-minute whatever, right? Like
They do a deep dive
They
into
would
a
do it
story.
on today. I'm guessing they would do it on Truss, say, right?
yeah, probably.
Or yesterday. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
I mean, geez, big news in UK politics. I couldn't care less.
Well, it's not Maine. That's why.
Exactly.
If it was,
Well, I might go international. I mean, I am
That's
going to
true.
become New England's top media reporter. I'll just announce that. I'll announce that right now.
I don't doubt that.
Yes.
There's no there's not much competition, but
Exactly.
B, I'm going to have your back on that.
I love
all the way.
I love going into areas where there's no competition. It's fantastic.
It's a good move. Yeah, it worked at Walhalla. Go ahead. So, what did you guys? Why, Mike? Do you feel like Steve is dancing around something here?
No, I'll tell you.
No, I don't think so.
No,
I feel like Mike is dancing around the fact that Steve's dancing around something here. I feel like there's a big inside.
No. I'm being
Is he
recruited.
going to be a comedy correspondent for the Maine Wire?
Hey,
Anytime a sex offender in comedy.
the position is open. You want to review some stand-up?
Oh, I can see Mike doing that for
publish
sure. You can see you in Portland doing a review. So go ahead.
So I was talking with someone at Newsmax about they're looking for a host to do the Newsmax Daily.
Good evening.
And so I was interested in it because I thought, if I'm going to be doing the Maine Wire podcast, there can be some overlap there, and maybe I can republish a Newsmax podcast.
Always thinking, yeah.
Get a little extra money coming in, then
Why
I can
not?
shop that out to radio, different ways to reuse the content. So I was interested in exploring it a little bit. Then it turned out that the format for it was, the host has 10 to 15 minutes, and then it's 40 to 45 minutes of Newsmax TV content.
That's the hour?
So you.
So I don't understand.
So,
So
you come in, you set up. This is Steve Robinson with the Newsmax Daily. The big stories are X, Y, and Z. Here's whoever the Newsmax host is, and then play them for a little bit.
That stinks.
And then bring it back. And then I was like, okay, maybe I can make that swing because there might still be some interest. And then I go and I click through and I look at all these Newsmax people, and I'm like,
They suck.
Am I really going to set up somebody who knows less about this issue than I do?
Well,
and then just pretend like that's not.
So
the
where
case.
does Gerry come into this?
So I thought because I heard you guys talking about Gerry kicking around a podcast thing. I was like, maybe this is something that Gerry would be interested
Steve and Gerry getting together was so inevitable. Steve's going to turn his back on me.
Really, yeah.
Steve's going to turn his back on me. So
I'm right here.
You know, when we got together and we wrote about the K season one as a book. I'll never forget being in Mailer's yard.
I'll say this.
Look, there's a reason the collaborator agreement specifies what happens if someone dies.
when Steve asked Angie if he could take a shit, it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen about it. What's the guy's name? What's his name?
Heath.
You're a big boy, Steve. Hey!
Speaking of the case, there's like a non-zero chance that you're just gonna be found dead in front of a train, and it's not gonna be a suicide. Like the cops are gonna push you in front of the train.
You're not giving anything away, Steve. Right?
What?
Season 2?
What? I mean, I've heard that. Just the hints you've been dropping on the show.
Well,
That's the ending?
Oh, sure. Yes. You're saying Dr. Dan's relationship with police over the years. He's donated many times.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
That's what you're referring to, I suspect.
Dave Cullinane
Right.
got pulled over the other day, and there was fear in the car.
That's interesting. Coincidence.
When
I didn't get pulled over this morning. There was fear in my car. So
when Dave texted me that, like, I think Dave is one of these guys. He lives like this all the time. Like, I think we've talked about this.
Like a
he's
hamster.
They're out to
always-
get me.
Yeah, you're so scared of everything.
That is not
the way you texted to me was definitely like, there's a chance you're just not going to see me again. I'm going to jail for the rest of my life.
What did I text you? I said,
You said on the show you said you were afraid. You said you were afraid when you got pulled over.
I kind of just tried to play it up.
There's nothing to do with what's going on, but I just
Yeah.
think you're one of those guys when you get pulled over, you're like, oh Jesus, my license is my register.
Oh, okay.
I got pulled over. I got pulled over coming down here today.
What happened?
Stuck my gat out the window and said, "No way, copper. I got a show to do."
I like that.
That was in Maine, though.
He just tipped his hat.
Oh, that's good.
Respect, son. How long you
I'll get you hired back at Barstool if you do that, Steve.
Well, that's true. I should have just beat his ass.
Get a podcast that
All
way.
cops are bastards.
No, nobody beats up a cop would ever get a job at Barstool. What are you talking about?
Not anymore.
Yeah, and then you can just advocate for people to get fired for exposing frauds.
Well, the man was sick at the time, Steve. Let's have a pause for that, okay?
Wait. Oh, yes. Sorry.
If he was sick at the time, it was a pretty brief window that he got you.
He was fine. So what's going on?
Well, we still have some fallout from the Ben Volin stuff from yesterday.
Which I read about, of course, in the Maine Wire.
Yep.
I mean, that broke, in a lot of ways, broke some of the big information. Who knew it was low rated A? Knew that John Feidelberg was an investigative journalist.
In no way was that just a rewrite of things that I saw Minifids tweeting about.
It's amazing that Toucher and Rich read that. It's such a weird cross pollination. So, all right.
Steve Robinson?
So Volin's is he tweeting away? So I don't know.
Yeah,
Is he tweeting?
he was tweeting about the Christian McCaffrey trade.
All right, so
this
he's
morning.
no punishment.
Nothing.
That's so fucking.
Are the replies all, who DM'd you about this?
right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He will do the thing where it's too late, but he's going to do his thing where you can't reply to
Protected
him.
tweets.
Oh, just block people,
yeah.
block people, block people.
So I tweeted about Meghan Ottolini again yesterday, and she did the thing that Chad Finn did, which is she untagged herself.
Oh, yeah, you were saying
Untagged
that.
herself.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. I haven't seen
Fucking
how to do
losers.
that.
How do you do that?
Coming up with new ways to escape harassment.
I know it's not even harassment. Just like you said something,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
face the cons or don't, or just ignore them. I don't know.
Just
I asked her to
come out and say, "Hey, I was wrong."
Yeah. She declined to come on again, as did Ken Laird. Asked him to come on to defend the station's
surprised by
attitude. No response.
Actually, the only one with the balls at the station to say that Ben Volin should not be back is Mutt.
Wow.
Well, I wonder.
You've groomed him. You've trained him
Who
well.
put him there?
Put them on your lap and pull a string in the way they go.
Don't insult him. He's learned.
It's an awful look for Volin. I can't imagine he's going to be back on this station. Like, you bring him. What are you going to bring him back on for? He's not going to say anything now.
God,
The Globe's
hold
gonna take
on.
him-
It's amazing. Just in one,
Stick your hand up
in
their
one
ass.
ear and out his mouth. It's incredible. I know exactly where I was. I said that to him yesterday. I think I paused just like that. You can't bring him back. What's he gonna say? It's almost like a Freaky Friday thing. Right?
Calls producer Harry by accident.
Jesus, go ahead.
And it's an awful look for him, and it's something that he has to live with now in his career. Listen, I made some mistakes, including one massive one that I live with the rest of my life. So he's got to live with that. I'm sure he understands that.
Hold on. His entire career, I suspect. No, Mutt wants, oddly, like with me with Aaron Andrews or Gerry with Metco, Mutt wants that DUI to be like this professional stain.
I didn't even think of that.
He wants relevance.
Yeah, he wants like, I was in the shit too. It's like,
Yeah.
you like did something that's not related to your work.
Honestly,
at all.
do you know what
You could
he
have
meant?
killed children that night.
Twice the
I'm sure
legal limit is not a good look, no matter how you spin it.
Twice. Oh, it's been, what are we talking about?
It was twice the legal limit. What?
When's 0.18 the legal limit? He blew like a 0.56 or something.
Oh,
yes.
I thought it was like a 0.16 or something.
Anyway, Dave, go ahead.
Do you know what I thought he meant when he said the thing that stained my career?
Let me think about this.
Okay.
The trombone?
I have no idea.
That Brady dog bite thing.
That's the greatest moment of his career.
I thought he was saying, I've gotten things wrong too.
That's the greatest moment of his career. Go ahead. Probably no one listening to that show knows who he's talking about. No one's listening to the show, but no one who's not listening to the show knows who he's talking about. Go ahead.
I'm sure he understands that. And every time he tweets, I would expect a certain amount of response to it.
What's he laughing at? What the fuck's he doing?
Ask him for his sources.
Just say you don't think he should work there anymore, you pussy. No, he didn't.
He said it in the beginning, basically.
Oh, my God. Yeah. What an asshole. Yeah.
He was the only one. Everyone else only really spent like 10, not even 10 minutes.
Obviously, it was an edict. Yeah. I mean, you can't talk about it, which is just weird.
I was telling Mike this morning.
Greg Hill came off pretty good, I thought, in that. Like, right away, he was like...
Great, I thought.
Yeah, right away, he was like, I don't believe you. And I heard some of Gerry yesterday, because I wanted to listen to Gerry talk about this. And I got all I wanted. Ironically, Mutt called me right after I heard the line that I wanted to hear. Gerry went through the Ottolini line about how the Globe has a lot of integrity and stuff. Yeah. And he went through everybody, and like he got to Patricia Smith or whoever. He's like, is that enough integrity for you, Migo? And I was just like, yes.
If only there was someone who could cut it into a drop.
Well, that's asking.
What's her? Craig texted me and was like,
Who?
Craig texted me. Craig said Gerry asked for the Ben Volin sound and was like, Kirk said Dave can get that for you.
I said you have it.
But I thought he meant it was like secret audio. That was like trending. Trending online.
Well, first of all, it's a huge indictment of Craig right there, right?
Right.
Well, it's just I think it's
1,000
also
other things to do.
I think it's also Gerry who overreacts.
Well, Gerry,
to
because Gerry said to me we talked because we're very into the story 2 days ago. Now that would have been right. Yeah. Gerry said, "Did your producer get the audio of Volin on Greg Hill?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "He can send them." Like,
it was a
Craig,
video.
Craig can't get it.
So I think that's Gerry's old school mentality because he's from an era where you had to like actually cut the tape and put it together with a wax pen.
That's
so it's
true.
like
that's what Craig does.
It's like reading Egyptian hieroglyphics for him. Like,
but why wouldn't you just send the tweet? Like, here's the tweet of the audio.
Well, first of all, it's not like this is not like we've been trying to get audio of Dr. Dan for a year. It's not like that.
No.
It's just fucking everywhere.
Yeah,
everywhere.
Right.
I mean, themainwire.com.
Do you have audio embedded in there?
Yeah.
Man, what a site.
That's pretty good.
Multimedia. It's not just one medium.
That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable.
Sorry for touching your hand.
I touched the claw. You believe this?
I just touched the
It's weird
claw.
that Steve's in this room. Have you ever been in this room before?
It is. No, I demanded to be in that room.
wanted to be in here.
No,
Oh, this was a
like,
big
no.
thing.
What's that?
First of all, the first month he was in here. Remember?
No.
That room didn't exist yet.
What? That's not true.
Yeah. He was at a table right
we
there.
were in that room, then we were in here, and I had the table set up there. But we
Really?
we later got the window.
So has that table just never been moved since you were here?
No,
the table that Dave is at right now was in this room.
Yes.
Oh, I remember.
I
That's where
have
you recorded the audio.
no
That's where
memory
Dave
of
got
We did a fucking 4-hour-long show. Do you remember the show?
Is that the one where you thought you
Yes,
fucked up?
I thought I
again?
lost 4 hours of audio.
One of my greatest moments.
He was sitting right there.
Where I was like, all right, don't worry about it. Like,
No, because you were the excitement was building inside
Yeah, I
you.
was
The
excited,
prospect
yeah.
of hanging 4 hours
That's
of
true,
great
very
audio,
true.
telling the Minifans it was the best show we ever did. didn't matter the quality of the
That is
show.
true.
We can't remember a word that was said during it, but it would have been the best show ever.
color went right out of your face. But it was fine, right? What happened?
I resigned.
So I was
That's right, remember that?
I was recording right into audio Adobe Audition, and then 2 seconds after we were done.
All right, I don't know what that. I don't.
There you go. Well, you asked.
I know. I don't know.
I do remember that. That was when Gerry and I were here.
Great story, Dave. Tremendous story. The two of you together.
That's where
you two should do a
do-do-do-do
podcast telling stories about being producer for me. I think people would like that.
Oh.
I will say
Only positive stories though.
Okay. I will say there was when I was working for you and you would do the angry at your producer thing, and I would see the numbers that
cute
podcast,
thing you do.
That I would see the numbers that those podcasts do, just monster numbers,
Right.
and I'd be like, who are these sick fucks?
Right.
And then
You love it now, don't you?
listen to you.
Yesterday was the first time I saw Conan like rattled. In the first couple minutes, you had a rattled look in your eyes. You had that sort of what the fuck is going on.
Well, I mean,
He was
you
shocked.
physically assolted him. If it wasn't for that window,
physically assault him.
If it wasn't for that window there,
Too bad.
Yeah. Too bad.
You signed for this show. What do you think you're getting?
too bad, sweetie. Who pays the bills around here?
It wasn't like rattled because you were mad. It was rattled because like I didn't do something you wanted. right?
That's all the time.
But I wasn't scared that something was going to happen or anything like that.
Well, get scared. What else?
So I'm bringing the van into the shop, trying to get it winterized, all right?
Of course, yeah.
And the mechanic who is doing the work on my van,
Where is this?
this is in Brunswick, Maine.
Brunswick, Maine. Yeah.
So his dentist actually works on a guy who works for Entercom and told him that Greg Hill actually gave up his salary in exchange for the Marconi.
Wow. There you go.
That's my scoop.
That sounds like a. Well, why are you telling me that? You get your own.
I'll break it
on
on the main wire later.
Wow, that's news right there.
Yep.
What else, Dave? What other wrap up stuff do we have from this whole?
Well, there was a call yesterday that I just wanted your take on it that actually referenced the Globe and Christian Fourier, who, by the way, has a letter to the editor in the Boston Globe today, Christian Fourier.
He does.
Odd timing. No?
Yeah, I guess his son has diabetes.
Oh, they're
it's
doing like a fundraiser or something.
remember he did that 24-hour
They're doing it
thing?
again. I think they're doing it again in a couple
All right,
this
so
week.
that's
So that's
what it
why.
is. Yeah.
Oh god, he's
Just the
right to
timing of that
fucking
is-
Globe about that. Jesus Christ.
But this was a
I'm starting to hate for you. I'm glad that I'm almost glad I beat the piss out of him that time. Go ahead.
What it is? Let's go to Mike in Boston, who thinks.
Oh, I heard
kind of
this.
overrated.
Somebody said this to me. Yeah, we'll play it.
Oh.
I like Christian. I really do, and I like Lou. I really do. I always appreciate Lou standing up for me in that stupid fucking sensitivity training thing. But this is pathetic. I mean, these guys are just two scissoring pussies, just bumping lips at this point. That's all. I mean, I don't even know what else is there to say. You know, I mean, Deuce Tatum hasn't faced as much squirt juice in his life,
This poor kid keeps
right? Oh,
his fetish is being.
poor kid. He's a news. He's in the news.
I understand. He's a public figure.
Go ahead.
Thinks Zappy's kind of overrated. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey guys, before I get to my point about the Globe, Christian, they made you go to Texas and called you like racist, and they destroyed your station by getting
Got nothing
rid
to
of
do with it,
Callahan.
Mike. It's got nothing to do with it.
And you
Go ahead.
guys are gonna.
Mike, it's got nothing to do with it. You got a Zappy talk?
You got a
Zappy.
Lou Maloney dies, which I hope is soon.
Hey,
Underneath it all, it's going to say Merloni, da 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 da, scab, da 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 da, whatever. Never got a rating in his life, da da da. You got Zappy talk?
you got a Zappy talk.
You got a Zappy talk? Boy, what a brilliant talk show host. I can't believe he hasn't got a fucking rating in his life unless I'm there. Jesus. And I like Lou. I do. He's a good guy, but I mean, no, I do. I like him a lot, but like, have some fucking balls. I think earlier in the show, we did say, like, there are people at the Globe I do like, and there are people I don't like. Well, who don't you like? I don't know. No?
Right, I guess.
No, Lou lives a long, healthy life.
I
He's a
imagine
good
that's
man.
just
He's a
Shirley
good guy.
Leung. I imagine.
I suppose. I don't know. And by the way, it's been years. Fourier didn't do anything wrong.
No,
Let's cut the fucking shit with that.
no, of course not.
Honestly, he was trying. I did the same hand to God. I was talking to Jerry about this yesterday. That day during the break, that was the day of the Borges story. I did the same exact voice that Christian did.
Right.
For the same reason, to illustrate how fucking stupid Borges had to be. Borges, like, talk to him. Like, what did Borges need? And that was, I think, Christian's point, was a stereotypical Asian accent.
Right. The joke had nothing to do with Asian people. It was making fun of Borges.
How stupid Borges is and making fun of an old, stupid stereotype.
Right.
But because Shirley is I don't know, call whatever you want. She just went in with intention to try and ruin everything. And she did, to her credit. She did. She won.
Has she done anything noteworthy since she destroyed EEI?
I don't think. Well, she hired that guy who wrote that. They had to fire
Oh yes, that
for the
left guy who
restaurant.
talked about pissing and
talked about,
missing Bill Kristol's
masturbating
salmon.
and like
Yeah.
and like that's who it was, right?
Like sexually assaulting.
Yeah.
Bill
And by the way,
Kristol's
that
salmon.
guy wouldn't get fired today. That's how much things have changed even since then.
because they're more desperate too.
Yeah, right.
I
So
think
I mean,
since
like
then
nine-
she also wrote about craft beers, if I remember, and how they were racist. I think that was
that's
true.
right.
Dominated
Yeah.
by white people.
that's right. That's right.
Does
Yeah.
she write stories that aren't just racially
Oh,
charged?
she's a race baiter. That's her job. And what's that, Dave? Oh, sorry. She's a race baiter. That's her job. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would, if she's going to do something,
It's really not her job. Her job is actually just to write business columns, I believe.
I think there's a 1 in 5 chance she gets McGrory's job now when he goes to.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
You know.
I mean, has Shirley ever?
Can you believe
run a
McGrory's
business?
first day on the college campus? Can you imagine what that's going to be like for him?
The Glee.
He's gonna be like the obit writer. He's not gonna last 2 seconds. He's gonna sit there. There's gonna be a soccer practice. He's gonna be like, "Holy fuck!"
Especially these.
They all wear these
Especially
leggings
these
now. It wasn't like that when I was.
This will be his first essay, but he'll be a guest essayist and op-ed guy for the Globe as well.
Has Dan Kennedy covered McGrory's departure? And
I don't think so. Has he?
oh, it's weird.
Like if Shirley's gonna go,
I thought you meant Volin. He hasn't. He made one comment about Ben Volin. He did cover McGrory, I believe.
Isn't he the
oh,
media
did he? Okay.
columnist?
But if you're Shirley, you want to go after somebody, go after Taffer's Tavern. Like that's what I would
Now
say.
hold on a second. I don't know about
That
that.
feels.
I think
to
it's
me,
an upstanding
Well, he
organization.
hates you. Why don't you jump on board here?
I don't know if he does. I don't believe that was.
What a trio of phone calls yesterday. We had Nicolas Cage, we had John Taffer, we had Mr. Udoka. I mean, what a day.
I'm suspect about one of those.
Not the coach.
No, certainly not. That was clearly him. That's what he sounds like.
So this guy calls Lou and Christian and Mego, and this is what is said.
Kevin Zappi is overrated.
Yeah. I think Mac. I like Mac. I think he's going to be good till Aaron
It's so
Rodgers.
sad. Like Christian
Ford
played in the NFL. Like he is a tough guy.
He's
and
dorky.
Fear in his voice though.
He's dorky.
Like you think Zappi's overrated? Well, that's not what he's asking you, stupid.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I mean.
Well, this is what kind of what I
Like honestly, like I almost want to rally the troops to the 2
No,
o'clock.
don't say you're not. Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about going back into radio.
I want to
Talking
go
a lot about
I
going
want to
back
go
into
back
radio.
into yeah, Maine Wire Radio 6 to 8.
Oh, now that I like.
That
I would listen to.
from Camden, Maine, where the mountain hits the sea.
They would syndicate your show for sure.
Who?
That station you were on yesterday definitely would pick you up.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Mike Violet.
Yes. Hopefully, Steve has more friends who's going to ask me to go on their radio shows.
He was a friend of the show.
I know. Well, he was the key word. He bailed on us.
No,
Well,
he didn't bail on you.
What? I made reasonable suggestions on what Roman could do.
He didn't bail.
If you
on
notice, by the way, Roman is now in the hair business.
Yes.
Ah,
So what I said
I
was-
think they were.
What I said was true.
I think you made
Right?
claims about their products curing cancer.
Did not. No, I did not. I said, what if you rub your eyes? Maybe your eyes will be better. Maybe if you.
Yeah.
And I said maybe. That's
And
all.
I found that wasn't true.
Well, for you, that doesn't mean it's true as a blanket
I guess
statement.
that's true. Yeah.
But here, Christian, be like fuck you to the caller, or be like, that was good and da da da. Actually, was instructive. Da, da, da. Or be like, that was stupid.
Yep.
Instead, you think Zappy's overrated. You sound like such a pussy. Yeah. And I know he's not. So I don't know.
You guys said I was wrong about this yesterday, but maybe I just didn't make the point well. I was trying to think of, didn't Shirley say to you when the Cullen stuff happened something to the effect of like, I'll get you for this or
So
something
what
like
happened?
that?
Stuff happened?
Kevin Cullen.
Yeah, we had an argument on the phone.
And So my point yesterday was they're afraid that someone will seek revenge at the Globe on them, not for this incident.
Oh, I see.
But find something in the future,
yeah.
and that's what they're petrified of here. I think.
Maybe. Just living your life like that at this point. Jesus Christ.
They're just worried.
Radio
They're
show's
worried
getting-
about the scrutiny that comes with success.
Yeah. Yes. Massive success.
EI?
Yes,
Tough,
I mean,
tough
they're,
word.
they're worried that someone might be listening who is critical.
The worst thing said by anybody in this is by Ottolini. This is the right clip. Go ahead.
What on that? You mean in the beginning?
That's bone chilling.
No, at the end
If you
when
hear, is that the right clip?
Is it?
If this is the right
No,
clip.
that's in the beginning of the show.
There's something really
the,
good
The
here.
job.
Oh, you didn't
Yeah.
get the right clip.
Yeah.
He has the weirdest job at
Hair?
the Globe.
Oh.
I'm
That I
talking,
don't-
I'm
yes,
talking about
that's-
she takes a phone call from somebody and you have it where she is like, did you work in the newspaper?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right after
All right,
that.
good.
Yeah.
Steve gives that
Well,
look like.
this
First of all,
Meg-
amazingly, Steve wants,
guy, huh?
Steve wants him not to have it.
But you were tying it into what that happened like way later in the show. So that's
Okay,
the only
Dave.
thing.
Sorry. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want
This
me
is
to
actually
say?
your fault.
Oh, yeah.
This Mego, I want to know the very, very, very high standards of the Globe. Do you still believe that?
Thanks, Billy. Appreciate it. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, babe. Hey, Billy, if you ever work in a newsroom, you can come back to me and we can talk.
I mean, when I hear that, I want to be like, just fucking load up their phones all day and just fucking dump on them. But I won't because I like Lou.
Has Ottolini worked in a newsroom?
She worked at the fucking Herald for like a year covering sports. I looked at her. I mean, like I said yesterday, making her out like she's,
What kind of stories would I know her from?
she
just did, like, puff pieces on the
whoever's the
Patriots.
greatest, and this person's the greatest, and Devin McCourty's the greatest, and I would assume like everybody else, nobody's ever read anything she's ever written.
Would you load up the phone lines with people that have worked in a newsroom? Because otherwise, they're not going to take their calls.
That's a good point.
Be defeated.
But like, why are they so cunty? Like, why is Lou being such like, what the fuck?
I don't know, because they should be celebrating today. It's a hilarious.
The only
They
thing
did a hilarious
they
thing.
like Volin. They're defending Volin.
It's weird.
Yeah, they should.
They
be
were on
they
the
should be
right
doing
side of
victory
this
laps.
one.
They should, if you look at it properly, Curtis and Greg really set him up, nailed him down, and created a buzzworthy event.
Yeah.
Just totally embarrassed the shit out of him. But then 98.5 gets all the buzz for actually talking.
Oh,
about
they're
it.
running with it.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
They're making ratings out of something that happened on EEI.
Yeah,
that they can't talk about. It's
I mean, Lou's
weird,
not a
weird
playful
instinct.
person, but I mean, like, you can at least go. I don't know.
But we said this yesterday. Even if you don't try to like bury him and ruin him, if you're friends with him, just like bust his balls. Like, if you like Volin, you can still bust his balls that he was a fucking idiot.
That's true. This report doesn't involve cancer or death.
Also, Curtis and Ken should go back and find a ton of Ben Volin columns and a ton of Ben Volin hits and find times where he has an unnamed source. And the next time he's on, just be like, hey, who was it? Who was
so
this?
I said yesterday,
Yeah.
If the Globe did a real, and I said this yesterday, if you go back and read the internal investigation the Globe did on Cullen,
they're never going to do that.
It's insane. It's insane. But
Yeah.
literally, it's like,
They're not going back 10
They criticize
years.
me and Gerry in the internal investigation. They talk to people who Cullen wrote real stories about. They tell how great Cullen is. It's wild. They should do every unnamed source Volin's ever had and ask Volin who it is. And once he says, I don't know or can't provide it, you fire him. That's it.
Mutt said
that's just setting him up to be fired.
Mutt said on him and Jerry's show there was another incident with Volin. Where
He
had
mentioned that to me.
basically
Yeah, they
apologize.
got Nick Casario or something.
Something
he
like
mentioned
that,
to me
yeah.
yesterday. Yeah. So, but listen to Meghan Ottolini, who purports to be a journalist, talk about what Ben Volin, who is essentially an NFL, he calls himself an NFL insider and a Patriots columnist, writer for the Globe. Listen to her struggle to figure out what this gentleman does for a living.
He has the weirdest job in the Globe.
Hold on.
The weirdest.
So I would say, I don't know what the weirdest job is in the world, but like somebody watches somebody throw a ball around and write about it is pretty easy for me to define. I mean, you have to be really fucking stupid not to be able to figure that out, I would say. But
There are people that fluff porn stars to get them hard before they go on camera.
yeah. But even that's not that weird to me. Like, I know what it is. like, oh, what is it? Like, I don't know. Go ahead,
So
Mako.
when you Google Ben Volin, the very first thing is Ben Volin, NFL writer.
There you go. Yes. Go ahead.
That's weird.
That I don't. Yes, that too. No, but I actually don't understand what his job is.
Is he on the
Hold
beat?
on. Let me help you out. Okay. I agree too. It took me, I swear to God, this is true, Mike, until 2 weeks ago. I spent my life trying to figure out what Ben Volin did for a living. He's younger than I am.
Yeah, that's so odd.
It turns out he's a football writer. He writes about football.
That's very weird. He has the weirdest job.
And he's not a beat writer. They have one.
That's where it gets confusing.
So he
I
gives
think. Yeah.
opinions on football and also writes a Sunday Notes column where he gives you a little inside detail what's going on around the league.
Is there like a name for that?
No, I don't. I can't. Yeah, it's called weird.
I don't know what it would be.
Weird. That's what it says on his bio. Go ahead, Mego.
Is he on the beat?
He's not a beat guy per se. Like he's not there every day. Like Jim McBride is the beat guy who's there every day. Nicole Yang is their beat.
Nicole
other
Yang
beat
is the one
report-
who I would say veered almost toward, I don't want to say pedophilia by writing about Deuce Tatum, but was certainly in the pedophilia neighborhood.
It was in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I would say it was. I would say she needs to be examined. I believe she wrote the story about how Deuce Tatum is everything, right?
I believe so.
This is somebody who was born in 2018, correct? Yes. Okay, he's the high school graduating class of 2036. Okay, go ahead.
Cool.
So is he the Patriot
who's
columnist?
also a features writer. She writes great features, and then they have Gasper.
It's amazing.
As
They
their,
just promote the Globe. It's so weird. And the Globe would take them down in a second if something happened again. In a second.
Of course.
It's so fucked up. Literally at Fourier in Houston, Don Yee was there. Don Yee essentially took a shit in Fourier's mouth in front of these people. Fourier had to cry in front of Shirley and it's embarrassing. God, it's humiliating. God, they're just a bunch of pussies. Go ahead.
main columnist. I don't know what his job is, so it's hard to say how he should conduct himself because it seems to be.
Ferdinand Magellan knew more about what he was doing when he left than fucking Mego knows what Ben Volin does. Is this just excuse making?
It's just hard to know how he should conduct himself. You know, like, do you just make shit up on the air or do you not make shit up on the air?
It's so weird. Like,
what job at the Boston Globe allows you to just make shit up?
not many. There's not many. I mean, what a titanic shithead.
It's hard. Jesus. I mean, it's hard to like. Does he wear clothes to work? It's hard to say what's appropriate in that
so
job.
Weird. Oh my God.
I feel like he always did try to portray himself, like he elevated himself over other people at the Globe.
Well, he's not a beat writer.
Yeah, but you think like Stacey James doesn't fucking despise that guy now?
Of course he does.
Or probably
he always
did.
did.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah.
But that's okay. Like, I don't mind that. If you're not making shit up and falling for stupid stuff like that, if they hate you, that's a good thing. They hate Shaughnessy. That's okay.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to fall in
Odyssey
line.
stock price is up 5%.
What's that right now?
37 cents.
Damn it.
Oh,
It's goodbye. What else going on?
You might not be able to buy it soon. It's going to get delisted if it spends too long under $1.
Must be close at this point.
Oh yeah.
The only,
was there.
the only other last take on it was Felger again from yesterday.
Oh, he's still doing this fucking act?
oh yeah.
Sports journalism integrity is what you're really, that's what you're worried about? That's what outrages you? Or was it a guy who's critical of the team and trolls the team and you was, again, giving you a little something negative, and that's what bothers you. I mean, what are we really talking about here? Patriots fans, their real concern is journalistic integrity? Really? It is? Does anyone care to weigh in? Or
well, look, again.
He's just.
I think disagree with him at all.
I think he's wrong, but they won't disagree with him.
But by the way, he's right and wrong. Like
I think it's
right
because in the battle over like what people think about the Globe, you've won. So now these people are retreating into the minority position of being like, well, actually, I've got the contrarian opinion.
Right.
The Globe's fine here.
Well, go ahead, Mike.
He's right in the sense that the people that are shitting on Volin are Patriots fans.
And they hate Volin.
It's
a victory lap. It's like
so he's correct,
gorgeous, yeah.
but that doesn't make them wrong.
Right.
like they're pointing out something good. The reason they're pointing it out is because they hate Volin.
Like, does Felger at least mention this is an incredible fuck up on Ben's part?
I didn't hear him say it once.
He says it's not a big deal.
Let's call Ben again. And by the way, we don't need to leave a voicemail, so we can just call him.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah.
See, that's the way it's done.
Hey, you're doing much better. What?
Is Volin a trust fund guy?
I don't know. I don't know anything about him.
Yeah.
Ask him.
That's what makes me think.
You've reached Ben Volin.
We're good,
Sorry I
Dave.
couldn't get your call.
Hey, good job.
I was going to leave him a message as the Maine Wire beat writer on the situation.
We'll get you his
fucking Dave.
Take it easy. Jesus Christ. What else?
Did you want to play that audio from Courtney Cox from this morning? Even though it was pretty uneventful. She just
so she has Devin McCourty. They're lucky enough on the ground. I missed this. I would love a weekly spot with Devin McCourty. I said this before when I was filling in for John and Jerry, or no, maybe I was on the show, but they weren't there in like 2013, I think. We did, I think, the shortest Patriots player interview ever, Devin McCourty. It was like 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Okay. And I swear to God, I was doing the show with, I forget who, but I think we asked him like 8 questions. And I was finally like, all right, have a good game on it, whatever. He's like, okay. He was very nice, but he was a terrific bore.
Interesting.
But they're lucky enough to have him on now.
Has he been on since then, weekly?
Yes.
In some form or fashion?
I think he was always in the middays because there are guys who just suck that they just, not as players, but as personalities, even by Patriot standards, they put in middays. And Dale would always be so excited. He'd be like, we get a chance to do some X's and O's.
Oh, yeah, we got Dante Hightower.
Yeah, right, with our good friend, whoever, or I'm trying to remember. They have a guy who got released the day that, I forget, one of the guys that was like a cornerback or something. I don't know. Anyway, but Dale was like, it's a good X and O's conversation. I mean, these Patriots players are told, like, don't be interesting.
Right, of course.
Anyway, so McCourty is on there. And so I would assume McCourty was at this event the other night.
He was,
It was a McCourty event.
Correct.
Yes.
So Courtney Cox, who was there, who lied and made up this and then went to management and complained.
I thought she texted you that she did not.
She messaged me and said she did not.
You're sticking with your
I
sources.
messaged her back and said, I do not believe you.
I actually re-listened to the audio and had my applause meter out.
How'd it go?
Turns out I think she might have been right.
Am I right that like Portnoy and like that idiot, who's the idiot?
Yaz?
Yeah.
Yes, are friends with her?
They think she's talented? They don't think she's talented, right?
I think Yaz is friends with her or something.
Oh, right.
I don't know if...
I got you. I got you. Go ahead.
I don't know any more than that. That's all I know.
She's got a lot of talent. A lot of talent.
I'm sure she's a lovely person, but I mean, to say she stinks on air is one of the great understatements I've ever made. Go ahead.
Devin, before we move on to actual football talk, I've been getting dragged all week long because I said when I was standing there that I felt like Bailey Zappi, the applause
Hold on. That's not what you said. You didn't say you felt like that. You said this is what happened.
Crickets is what Mac Jones said.
Right. Like this is what you said. Like again, do I think this is Watergate? I don't, but like you did the same exact thing that Volin did in your own way. You wanted this quarterback controversy to be this living, breathing thing, so you tried to do something. You just fucking lied.
Do you think at the moment that it happened, was she like, wow, there was a difference in applause right there? Or did she, after the fact, say, I'm going to invent this?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if I were Greg, and I'm not, if one of my people who worked for me said, yeah, I'm going to these events, I'd be like, great. Like, you can work somewhere else now. You're fucking fired. This is just a chance for you to get your fucking picture taken. That's it. Am I wrong, Dave? Or no?
No, you're not. But there's a lot of people that do that in Boston media.
Yeah, and they all suck.
Yeah.
Line them all up and shoot them. You know? What?
Okay.
What do you mean?
I mean, Billy Costa. Come on.
Shoot him.
He's a legend around here.
With the camera.
Yes. An event is a photograph. Yeah, what? That's what I'm saying. Billy Costa. Oh.
At the Maine Wire, gunplay is no joking matter.
I think you're pro-gun there, no?
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Responsible gun ownership.
Shoot them. I mean, yeah. These are people who want to be photographed.
With a telephotic lens.
Like, give me a list of people who would be at this event from Boston. I'll tell you right now if they suck or not. Go.
Who's that girl from TV Diner with Billy Costa? Jenny.
Zero
Jenny
talent.
Johnson.
Zero. My next shit will
Not a
have,
good
my
start.
next shit will have more talent.
Fast Freddy.
I'm embarrassed to say I don't know who Fast Freddy is.
Oh, you used the studio. Fair. Enough about me.
Okay, I don't know Fred. Yeah.
I don't know Fast Freddy.
Okay. Probably Carson and Kennedy were probably
Huge
there.
talent.
I would assume.
They're good.
These are people who never drew a rating in their life, and they
Steve
just
Burton.
great guy. Great.
Are Carson and Kennedy still doing War of Roses?
As far as I know,
they are.
You think they'll stop doing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I would get an update when they stop.
And then there's got to be a bunch of gaggle of like these young girls like who have never done anything, right?
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, and they're just
Nessun
there
girl,
and they
yeah.
they just take Instagram pictures and away we go.
Yes.
But like, who's it for? What does it do?
But
Boost
if
morale.
you're a young person trying to make it up in the industry, what other avenues are there for you?
Be good at
other
your
than-
job.
Yeah, but I mean,
Have an interesting, have a
just
read
sort
a
of
book,
that. But
have
they're
a
not going to be
brain.
they're not going to be put on the radio unless they get a big social media following. How do you get a big social media following?
By
You
going to the
you out there-
McCourty bowling
You
event?
go out there and you take pictures with famous people and you try to make connections.
I guess.
If you're a young person, I understand. If you're like in your 30s and you're already established, that's a different story. But if you're like in your early 20s and you're trying to make a profile for yourself,
Trying
that's
to
how
figure
you
out anything.
That's how you're going to get let on a show. Is
Sounds
if
like
you've got
Steve-
25,000
I'll
Twitter
be
followers.
I'll be seeing Steve at these main events here. That's what it sounds like to me. You're making it
Absolutely.
That's how you get seen, and I'll be there recruiting young talent.
So, go ahead. Let me hear it. What did Devin say? To
Felt
this?
like Bailey Zappi, the applause was much louder for him than Mac Jones. Just wondering if you had that same experience, you and Jason up there.
I did not pay attention to the what's name. I was doing the announcement, so I was making sure my energy was on point for each person.
You know what? It's a stupid question anyway. I mean, nothing. I mean, like a weird way of defending Courtney. Like, he's not going to tell the truth. At
I like the idea. It would be great if Devin McCourty was like, I actually think the fans fucking hate Mac Jones.
It's amazing.
They are going to turn on this fucker.
Oh my God! Or it's a weird time to ask that question. I just found out a half hour ago Bailey Zappi was in the Klan in college, so I don't really think I can really answer that question. Like, what is he gonna say?
Yeah, they used to
Jesus
like him, but they're going to
Christ.
change their tune.
Oh my God! What an idiot. Anyway, what else?
Do you want to address any behind the scenes action that might have taken place with your dozen squad? Because Big Ev yesterday, that was a move.
I don't know about this.
So I don't want to name names because I can't. I mean, I can, but I choose not to out of loyalty to my team, your former teammate, Rico Bosco.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
So there's a gambling show with Big Ev and an enemy of Rico's. Yesterday.
That's what this tweet was in regards to. Okay.
Yeah. So I reached out to Rico, and Rico was okay with it.
He's okay.
I'll read you the
This
text.
is a new Rico.
All right.
I'll read you the texts. Let me see here, if I may.
That's what anger management does to a guy. He's calm and collected.
He wasn't calm and collected trying to get on the show yesterday.
I was
I'll
saying
tell you
just
that much.
bottling it up.
I said, this is, send him a tweet, and I said, this is our guy, because I wasn't even sure if it was our guy. I get them confused with the other big guy. And he said, hate it. He said, Ev is good, though. He's just trying to elevate himself. No beef with him.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Like, when you're the boss, like, you got to let your street guys handle some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I think that means
to
they
me-
went through the proper channels.
To me, I'd whack him. But I'm going to let, it's like, Tony did with Ralphie. Like, this is your crew.
Yep.
You handle these guys, fine. I can't get in the way of that.
Let's hope he doesn't slip
a little
up.
stuff, even what's the thing? You can't get caught up in the little stuff like that. So, I don't know.
That's a new Rico Bosco. So it's kind of partially good to hear.
That's good.
I think he really likes Ev.
Yeah.
And I don't think Ev, it was up to him would be doing that. I feel like that was he's forced, I believe. Not forced, but asked to do that. I don't know.
Is there another round of whip cracking going on around Barstool?
What do you mean?
Urging people to get back into the content game? Seems like there's been some complacency, like, Rico's got to write a certain number of times, and what's his name, who used to be on your show, has got to do Clubhouse interviews, and it seems like there's another.
Who used to be on my show?
Clemmer, yeah.
Oh,
It seems like
you really don't know him, do you?
He never, only through being a fan, pretty much.
That's a weird, yeah.
I know.
Clubhouse interviews. What do you mean?
Whatever.
Stooley Club.
Yeah, you guys were playing it yesterday.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah,
I
so
thought
no,
you
it
Clubhouse,
seems
yeah.
like, like once a year, Portnoy gets a hair across his ass and is like, everybody's going to go work harder. Nobody's working hard
Then he
enough.
goes down to Florida, forgets about it.
Of course.
And Dave will get mad and fire nobody in next April or something. That's true.
Did you get any intel on why he scrubbed his podcast?
None. I saw they
Well,
did
not
trivia.
scrubbed, just didn't
They
air
did
it,
trivia together last night, but I bet you that was taped before. That was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so there wasn't a do-over episode.
No.
No.
It's very strange.
Something's going on.
Because you'd think there'd be advertising. And
So, for sure. Something weird is in the air. I'm going to make a prediction. A prediction without knowledge. The Dave Portnoy show next week will not have Eddie on it.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Their most recent episode kind of sounded like that.
Well, I think it sounded like that
the
the
tension between them.
the last couple of months. It sounded like that.
That didn't sound like Eddie's fault, though. The thing Portnoy was pissed about.
Well, I didn't say it was Eddie's fault. No,
I'm just saying it seemed like he was mad about
And
technology.
I make this prediction with no knowledge of anything, but just the fact it got scrubbed and not discussed is weird.
Very.
Something's going on.
The only thing I would say with Eddie, when he kept saying he had no interest in those topics, Dave would say that, like, okay, we'll throw it at him, and if the show is 20 minutes, who gives a fuck? That's not
Yeah,
on
but
him.
they put. yes. You can't relate.
You can't control that.
You
Projecting
can't
that
relate with
sounds
somebody like that. It doesn't work that way. You work with somebody who wants to dive in every topic you throw at me.
That's true.
Go ahead, throw me one. I'm ready to go, baby.
Well, how about that tweet that Anus and Lights Camera Barstool tricked that ABC news station that you retweeted?
Let's talk about
Which,
that
by the
all
way,
day.
was fake news, and I'm surprised you even retweeted it.
Well, I like to give my man
Dave
Jeff
said you
D-Lo
got
a little pub. Well, I saw it was fact or fiction. Right?
Yes.
Turned out to be fiction, but it's funny. I saw The Rock respond to
He
it,
was
too.
very upset
He
by
was not
this.
happy about that.
Minifans and Stoolies have done more to hold journalists accountable than anybody.
You're right about that.
Just by flushing fake news down the toilet.
true.
They've exposed how these people claim to have inside sources, and it's all just made up bullshit.
Of course. And is The Rock doing Jungle Cruise 2 yet?
Oh, God, I hope so.
Do we know or no?
Yeah, we don't
certainly
know.
He
hope
booked
so.
The Rock.
Lock, sure. Yeah.
The Rock's a lock.
Yeah, he's had
Absolutely.
plenty of business ventures to promote. It's not
I
even
would
a
think
question.
so. He's got that stupid production company. There's all those. This new movie's supposed to be horrific.
Oh yeah, it's out today,
The
right?
reviews
The
are
superhero,
Black Adam. Yeah, it's getting destroyed.
Which sucks because The Rock is made to do an awesome superhero movie, right?
You would think.
Yeah. Yes.
Although the problem with The Rock is he can't play he can't be Clark Kent to his Superman, whatever that version is for Black Adam. He's not a regular guy, you know?
Is Black? I don't even know. Does he have a?
I have no idea.
Okay.
You don't think they could CGI him down?
I guess they could. But
What was always as a kid? I still say the greatest actor in performance in any superhero movie is Christopher Reeve. I swear to God, in Superman. But even as what are you laughing at?
It's just so long ago.
Yeah.
It's just so.
So what?
Yeah, I don't think I've
It's
seen it.
fucking.
So what?
I don't know. I was just hoping you.
the greatest performance ever should be in the last 5
Batman
years.
Oh,
Begins or
okay. The
something.
greatest performance ever in a superhero movie was Chris Evans.
Certainly not the greatest
More
horseback
relatable.
riding performance.
Well, take it easy, Dave. It's not necessary. Dave, Jesus, Steve. It's not. You don't need to say that. But when I watched as a kid, I was like, well, how do they not know he's fucking? He has glasses on. He's enormous. How stupid are these people? I mean, that's not the most original take. But even as a little kid, I was like, well, that's obviously him.
Right.
Why can't you? Should I not like The Godfather then, Dave?
Godfather has a little bit more like nostalgia. I think everybody.
What if I feel
kinda-
like it's the best performance? Am I not supposed to say that?
More nostalgia.
Yeah, like everybody talks about the Godfather.
So
I don't
what?
know. Superman is like who talks about Christopher Reeves and Superman anymore?
But so what? What if that's what I think?
I don't know. I'm just.
How does something have more or less nostalgia?
Also, I mean, I think Godfather has more resonance than Superman.
today?
Well, but not to someone who loves Superman.
No, but I'm saying it's. But I think I'll make his point for him. In society,
Sure.
for sure.
Okay.
Oh, they've totally ruined Superman as a brand. The movies.
Oh,
suck.
Harry and his friends.
Superman
hate,
versus
Batman.
Batman.
They hate Superman.
Superman versus Batman is a movie that it's terrible.
And they
Like,
also
you'll
they
never
also
watch another Superman.
They also
movie
think
again.
Superman. I know Harry and his crew all hate Superman because he has like other kryptonite, really no weaknesses.
Yeah.
Like he's not
He's not vulnerable enough.
He's kind of like Batman. He's a stiff. Like all the other characters around him are interesting, like the bad guys, but he's kind of a loser. Like
And they used the
and then you put
loser
those
actor,
two
didn't
people
they?
together to make a
Right,
movie.
yeah, bad idea.
Wasn't he like a
It's fucking
CW
4 hours
actor?
long.
He's like a nobody, right? Before he was
Who?
Superman.
Christopher Reeve?
Yeah.
No, the younger guy that's
the newer one.
today.
Oh, Cavill.
Yeah, so Henry
Cavill,
Cavill
is it?
or
What is it,
something.
Mike.
I don't know.
Henry. Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah. I don't know.
I feel like
Anyway.
you need a megastar for Superman to be popular today.
I don't agree with that.
No?
No, I think the franchise is big enough if it's good. Like,
John Hamm.
it's like 70.
Yes, it doesn't matter. Liam
Huge
Neeson.
hog.
Super cock.
Nicolas Cage,
Yeah, Nick
which
Cage.
they almost did.
Nick Cage.
They
By the
almost
way,
did it.
the unbearable weight of massive talent. Awesome movie.
Very good.
Very
You should have read the book, The Age of Cage. I had the author on.
Oh, really?
Yes, it was
Nice.
very good. Very good.
Nick Cage calls the show now.
Have you seen Pig?
I did see Pig. You should have been nominated for
Pig's
that.
actually a great
I was
movie.
having a nice renaissance. SimpliSafe. SIMP. What's that?
He was always good, but that's fine.
I understand.
No renaissance.
SimpliSafe.com/ well, you're ahead of it. SimpliSafe, SIMPLI, safe.com/ Kirk. No place like SimpliSafe, no company like it. Again, the moment you're in your home, a threat is detected, police are dispatched, first responders in an emergency. Even if you're not home and can't be reached, they blanket your home in complete protection with advanced sensors for every room, window, and door. HD security cameras for inside and outside your home. Smarter ways to detect motion that only alert you when a threat is real. So get moving right now. We've had it since, I was saying this, Steve, first or second week of the show?
Since Red 13 Studios, for sure.
So, yeah, I mean, forever. I have in my home. Go get it yours. 20% off right now and a free indoor security camera with interactive monitoring. Go to SimpliSafe.com/Kirk. There's no safe like SimpliSafe. SIMPLI Safe. SimpliSafe.com/Kirk for your deal right now. Get moving. We thank SimpliSafe for partnering with us the whole way through.
Well,
I bet you've got that system on these days, huh?
Yeah, no kidding.
It'd be great when they call the cops to come, huh?
The cops are going to be very helpful.
Yeah, thank you, Steve.
SimpliSafe, correct? I think they will be. SimpliSafe.com/Kirk right now. Go. Great product. Great partners. Go ahead, Dave.
He referenced it. Steve can confirm that was a fire escape set of stairs.
Did you talk about this the other day?
Jesus.
Yeah, there was that. It was a rickety set of stairs. They were like,
Were you ever petrified?
oh no, it wasn't scary.
Well,
I mean, there were a few times where I was watching Mike go up them, and I was like, how's this gonna go?
Sure, I understand
I
that.
felt no fear.
That was basically my point.
I mean, I turned the camera on and filmed
was
Mike
not.
going up the stairs a couple of times.
But we're also never there when the weather was bad, ever.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
So it really wasn't the argument. The argument was that that's
said in the winter when it's
secondary.
snowy.
Oh yeah, that's definitely more. That's the dangerous set of stairs in the winter when it's icy and
we
shit.
were never there.
We
in the
wouldn't
winter.
know.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that at that time. I don't give a shit about that. Whatever. But
That's part of your argument.
That was not the intended set of stairs you should have used to go to the studio. That was my only argument. I'm not saying you shouldn't have. You didn't have to do it. But there's another set of stairs. Like there's another main entrance. That's all. That was my only point.
Okay.
So why are you guys even trying to leave this studio?
Because a couple of reasons why. The coldest days of the winter last winter, the heat didn't work.
Okay.
The hottest days of the
that
summer,
fixed.
the AC didn't work.
Day. It was like a day, wasn't it?
The heat?
Yeah.
No, we had a
Was it a long time?
Yeah, a couple of days. And I don't know if you noticed or not, there are cockroaches all over the place.
I checked the traps; they're empty.
Well, they emptied them.
Yeah, they didn't have to
Put new ones there.
I mean, that's what's going to happen when you have a 280-pound guy sleeping in your other room,
Yeah.
fucking just laying in a pile of chip crumbs.
We got a
Like the
pre-show.
cockroaches. I'm pretty sure they shook out of his pant leg.
Steve has a loyalty to this place. This is your place.
This is a great place. You're never going to find a place better than this.
We got a pre-show. That's disgusting from Steve. It was a nice treat.
For the amount you're paying to be here, which I'm pretty sure is still the same amount we negotiated pre-COVID.
It's $2,000 a month, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
There you go. You're not going to find more space than this. You find
bullshit.
some
That is-
dirtbag
time of
lawyer to rent
inflation.
out a room.
But here's the thing: we don't need any more space. We just need this.
Yeah, I know, but even this size space is going to be more expensive everywhere you go.
I agree. But I want a shorter commute.
Okay, I mean,
Right now it's about 8 minutes.
Put an addition on your house.
You should build a home
We're
studio.
looking at Lexington
yeah.
Center. Yeah,
We can stop by.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see. I don't like. I don't know. And there have been times where they've not been particularly helpful, right? Management here.
Correct.
Well, there's no management.
Well, that's
There's
the thing.
just like an
lady.
elderly woman who owns
Did
it.
you talk to your buddy? The guy downstairs.
Oh, gosh, no, I
You
didn't.
haven't seen?
I didn't.
Oh.
It looks like there's something new going on, like a new hip office just to the left when you come in.
Yeah, now it's like-
they kicked out the church. We're down to one church now.
We're down to one church
Up here.
up here. Yep, that church is still rocking on Sunday nights.
So this,
You guys
that,
do Sunday, Mike? Can you do Sunday night this week, by the way, or no?
Sure.
Can you, Dave, or no? Okay, go ahead. Mike.
So that church did like taco feeds twice a week, every time we were here. Huge things of food, like
Yeah.
picnic tables covered in food. Never a cockroach. You guys let
Why?
Justin.
Well,
You guys
well,
let Justin.
well, you don't
stay a
even
couple
know
nights.
that.
Yeah.
We never saw a cockroach. when We were here.
I don't really see them now, but they're out
I
there.
can't confirm that what we have seen is an actual cockroach.
It was around Justin's peak when the cockroach flared up. No.
I guess. I don't know. If you talk to Justin, though, probably not Steve.
I have not. No.
Mike, lately?
No, I wouldn't say lately. Here and there.
Yeah. Dave, no.
I have.
I don't think so.
what's going on?
Well, I just texted
When
him
it happened,
about
I thought I'll reach out and text him, but then maybe I didn't.
I understand that. I didn't follow him on Twitter, Mike. I told you that, right?
Why?
He's just a bore.
You might have done. Yeah, you might have done it. When we
doesn't
were-
even
I
tweet
don't like
anymore.
Oh yeah,
Doesn't even tweet.
pure
I
class.
disagree. Didn't he tweet about James Earl Jones? He got like 1 million.
Yeah, it went viral.
It's true.
once.
That's a good point.
I texted him, sorry you're moving on from KMS. Good luck with your future plans. If you ever need an employment reference, please do reach out.
And he replied, "Got it."
Yeah.
As he usually
Did he?
does.
Yeah, he does.
That's usually what he does to me. Yeah.
And he has a full-time job now, Dave?
I believe so. Yes.
Really? What's he doing?
Yeah. I have no idea. Just some kind of I assume some kind of labor related field. I think.
Is that gaming?
No, it is not
Oh,
the Twitch world.
that's
though.
weird.
No.
Anyway, what else?
We hadn't talked about that. We should actually see if she'd do an interview here. The Gina Davis book. Now she's accusing Jack Nicholson of
saw
going
that,
after her,
yes.
and Dustin Hoffman gave her advice or something like
Yes,
that.
always going. Dustin Hoffman's giving you advice on this.
Hey, it worked.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
What's that noise in the back?
Yeah.
Construction.
Some work
Oh,
being
construction
done.
outside.
I don't know what they're building over there, but
Yeah, boy, Bill Murray is pretty much cooked, huh?
yeah.
He's had a tough couple of weeks. Jesus, not great.
I have a random question.
Legendary asshole, by the way. So I'm not that surprised. What's
Seems
that?
like it.
So I talked to Kathy Callahan last night. Made a phone call.
Okay.
And there was a family charity event yesterday. So she didn't watch my kids, unfortunately.
Unbelievable.
Family charity.
But during the auction,
What do you mean a family charity event?
my cousin's going through some stuff. So
I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah. So one of the auction items, a Paul McCartney used signed guitar.
A Paul McCartney used signed guitar.
Okay.
What?
Paul McCartney. He grew up in Waltham. You might know him. He was a plumber.
How did they get this?
That's a great question. I think just a wealthy friend of
Okay.
his. Yeah.
It's authentic. It's
authentic, everything.
Okay.
She tells me there were 2 bids, $2,500.
Really? That's it?
That's nothing, right?
Oh, you could get way more than that.
Yeah,
I almost think that that's
how much is the
criminal.
guitar? I mean,
Buy a plane ticket, fly out to Las Vegas, get a hotel room, go to a couple of pawn shops and get offers,
Correct.
and you're gonna get way more money.
What
the fuck are you doing?
I was mad.
why did you buy it?
No, I didn't go. She didn't like.
Why did she buy it?
She doesn't know anything about that stuff. But I just mean like, if you're the person who bought that, you're a fucking asshole. Like you just are.
Yeah,
if it's for
fuck
charity,
you.
I don't think so.
What are they supposed to do?
This isn't a fucking. This isn't get a deal. It's a fucking charity event.
What are they supposed to outbid
There
themselves?
should have been. Well, first of all, there should have been
That's
a
up, to,
minimum.
that's up to everybody. What do like?
This is a small family thing. We're not talking about Dana
I
Farber.
don't want to get specifics about your cousin. I feel very bad.
Raising money for an operation for his child.
You should sell the guitar to a
then I'm
real
very
bidder.
happy.
Very
but
personal type of thing.
They're raising money for this person.
Yes.
But like, what like? Firstly, make it sound like 6 people in a room bidding for this guitar.
Probably.
This seems
Was
like
it a golf tournament?
golf
No.
tournament. Let's say 50 to 100.
Yesterday was a golf tournament?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
where
cool.
was it?
Yeah. South Shore somewhere. I forget. Where.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they do that. Then they have a charity event with Paul McCartney's. I gotta say, if I'm forget the guy who wins. I don't blame him. No, I blame. If I'm the person who donated, I'd be like, what the fuck?
No, the person who donated, I think I was because I was saying this to my mom. They should have then bid the $2,500 and then basically like did it again.
Dave wants everybody just
This is a fucking personal
set a
charity.
reserve.
What do you think
Set a
should have
reserve for the auction.
Yes,
How much
set a
is it?
reserve.
Correct.
$50,000. I'm dead serious.
No,
Yeah,
but
set a
this is-
reserve,
but-
absolutely.
But to my point, this is a very small charity event. They didn't think
You know,
to
honestly,
do something like that.
honestly,
You're a dick.
Honestly, the person who donated is a fucking moron.
No, that is
Oh,
not
and
true.
whoever organized it smells like a Cullinane operation. Leaving money on the
It
table.
is a small family thing.
Yeah.
They should
Who
have
is the
done
idiot
that.
in charge of
What
this?
if no one there had $50,000 to donate?
Then don't do it.
No one ever thought about that. Apparently,
That's what I mean. Like, correct.
So you would rather $0?
Fuck the kid, Mike. I mean,
someone is donating this
that
gold
person-
brick.
That person,
although you know what, I'm looking right now. Like Paul McCartney, the Beatles signed Telecaster on Etsy, $1,000.
oh, okay.
Memorable gifts, $2,700.
Okay.
Well, was this like a Gibson guitar though? Is there a story to
yeah,
it? When did he
How the
play
hell
it?
do I know?
Yeah, I can't dig deep.
I'm looking at you, but I'm talking to him.
Use signed guitar, got the certificate, all that shit, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know in comparison to that list that you're looking at.
Although I will say 2,500 is a good for a fake, which is probably what it was.
Still questions. I mean,
And then everybody wins in that situation.
nobody, Steve, you think anybody thought it was real when you said it? Paul McCartney, that stupid family. Oh, yeah. Paul McCartney Beatles guitar, they used in the Beatles, $97,000. So that's different.
It's all, yeah, it's a
So I
different-
get that. Like if it's an old McCartney one they actually used when he was with the Beatles from 40, 50 years ago,
Yeah, the
60,
story-
60
the story
years
matters.
ago.
Let's
It's
just
gonna
say
be
it's
like
like
60 years ago.
Let's
not
just say it's
40.
a regular guitar. It's signed. It's a small
What's the thing? If Paul
charity
McCartney
event.
just signs a random guitar that it's not his.
Went through a
like-
big divorce.
Who did?
Paul McCartney did.
Well, I know that, but so what?
How much? Maybe he signs a lot
Trying
of
to
fucking
move some
guitars.
merchandise.
Oh, you're
the
saying the
volume
value
of
is
them.
down.
Yeah, the
he's been
value is down.
divorced a couple of times.
Yeah, I guess my point was $2,500 seems like a bargain. My thought was minimum that's worth, let's call it $7,500.
why not set a minimum?
So who's the
Correct,
was it-
I
what-
understand.
Was there an auctioneer or did you just sign like the piece of paper? where
Oh,
you-
I'm sure it was like my cousin who ran the event.
Okay, so your cousin is
an idiot.
Stupid.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
You're blaming somebody
But this
for
is-
making a nice, honest
Wouldn't you-
bid, and then nobody outbidding them.
Yeah, but if it's-
The guy when he wins should be like, oh
Do
no,
you believe
instead of
it?
2,500, I'm a fucking real estate agent. I make $80,000 a year. Let me give you $150,000.
Okay, bargain shopper. When his child needs an operation, you fucking cunt.
Who's a cunt?
The person who got the guitar.
Why?
God, you should call that guy an asshole to his face. That is worth more than $2,500.
Your cousin is a shithead.
I get it. He is a shithead before this fucking happened.
So then what-
But it was a mistake, and it's worth more than $2,500.
Do you think there's a chance the guitar looks totally bogus?
Then it should have been like
it was
transpired.
Signed by Phil McCartney.
No way.
Right.
manufactured 2019.
Right.
There's no way.
By the way, what a
There's a
dirtbag move!
McCartney? I didn't realize that. You know, like
What a dirtbag move, bringing family shit up on the radio just to trash his cousin.
that's unbelievable.
great. Yeah.
I'm sure he's a wonderful guy. But
Yes.
I mean,
I just love the idea of someone who just donated $2,500 to charity, and he walks out, and Dave's shaking his head like, "How do you live with
If
yourself?"
it's worth 10 grand,
how do we know it's worth 10 grand?
I don't know that right now. But
It sounds like maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's exactly
That's
what
what I
it's
mean.
worth.
Okay,
to no one in that room was it worth 10
Right.
grand,
But
apparently.
he said to me it was like a guitar that McCartney used in concert, on tour. And
We need the Pawn Wars guy.
yeah, I think
The
so.
Pawn Wars guy is the only one who could settle this.
I would think that guitar,
Pawn Stars guy,
let's say
Pawn Stars,
$5,000 should be the minimum thing that somebody walks out of that with.
What's a new show, Mike? It's the first season. I learned in the trivia.
I didn't know if that was a new one.
That's
Yes.
70 days.
That's right.
What else? Go buy Mike.net. Steve's a
Thank you.
right?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you really or no?
He was at one
No, you're
time.
not.
I was. My card expired.
No,
That's what they all say.
That can happen. What's going on there right now? Anything new?
We'll be live today.
Oh, yeah?
And we just recorded yesterday. The Robin Williams "Why Are You Laughing" is up now, exclusively on Patreon. Which went a lot better than
I got the email for that. Yeah.
It was a lot better than I thought it would go. Because I'm not like a Robin Williams fan necessarily.
either,
but it was
really.
a good conversation.
Yeah. He was always, me. He's always too on for me.
Yeah. So I'm the same way, but I determined, we had this discussion at the end, like we couldn't think of a bigger comedian career-wise, like someone in comedy that was bigger than Robin Williams.
What do you mean? Like in movies or just in general?
Just in general, a stand-up comedian that had a bigger career than Robin Williams.
Kevin Hart.
We mentioned Kevin Hart, but I don't think so.
Eddie?
Because Robin Williams, generationally, the kids now know him from shit.
He was big with
Bicentennial
Disney.
Man,
He was
yeah.
big with Disney. Yeah, Bicentennial Man. Was
That's true. That's
I don't think kids really. I don't think kids really.
Maybe not kids now.
Yeah.
But kids people younger than me.
Not Eddie.
Flubber, Peter
no,
Pan.
Eddie,
He had
Eddie,
a
you're
huge
saying
Disney-
Eddie, you're saying no, movie career too short?
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
He'd be in that club, but yeah, a shorter career. Robin there wasn't a time where he was a complete like joke the way Eddie Murphy kind of turned into a little bit.
I mean, he had a
Eddie-
rough
Eddie
last
wasn't even-
15 years, Robin Williams. Like.
Eddie wasn't even big enough to get
health-wise,
canceled on
yes.
SNL.
Right. What's that, Mike?
Health-wise, he had a horrible time, but he was still like he was in that movie Father of the Year or whatever it was that got critical acclaim.
But didn't make any money, though.
No, but I'm saying he was in things that were respected on some level where Eddie
I
Murphy
guess.
wasn't. For.
Well, he tried to
Although
take
he
the
came
serious
back a
turn.
little bit.
Although Robin
but
Williams, didn't want to trying to do like a show on CBS that got canceled.
Eddie Murphy's a good comparison. That's probably.
I'd say
pretty
Eddie
close.
was Robin Williams had a longer run. Eddie was a bigger star when he was a bigger star.
Oh well, that's what we said. Is there's a lot of people who were bigger than Robin Williams for a minute,
yeah.
but I don't know. About,
Well, Eddie was like 8 or 9 years. But yeah, Chevy even was bigger, I think.
Did Robin Williams ever sell at arenas, or was that not a thing anyway?
He saw big places.
big places for sure. I don't
Steve
know. About
Martin?
arenas. We mentioned him too. He's kind of in the running, but
I'd put Steve Martin right up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a fair one.
yeah.
I think that's a fair one.
Well, we discuss
There you go. We'll go listen to it. How long is it?
about an hour.
Oh, good. Next 55 minutes?
Yes, we tried to keep it there. Yeah.
Do you like Tim Dillon's stand-up on Netflix?
I do.
His most recent special. I just couldn't get into it.
no.
I wanted to because I like everything. I like his political opinions.
Yeah, I like his podcast more
not
than
bad.
his stand-up,
He's good
but-
with Rogan, but with his stand-up, it just seemed all.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
It was just
but
like
a lot of
out-of-breath-
people shit on it.
out-of-breath fat guy.
Oh, is that right?
And I'm like predisposed to like the things he has to say, but it just seemed a little formulaic.
I liked him, but a lot of his fans didn't like it. For
Why
whatever
is that?
reason. I don't know. They said his podcast is better, and they felt like he mailed in his stand-up, which I didn't get that vibe really. But
Is he the one the Barstool kid just went to?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yes. Owen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that that's not a remote? He has to be there, right? Is he in New York?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Yeah. I didn't know.
He's in New York City, that guy? Tim Dillon?
Dylan? Yeah, he's in New York City.
He moved to Austin, didn't
They
he?
all
He fucking
moved,
hated
He's
don't
it.
in New York, L.A., and Austin. I think he tries to, for tax reasons, keep his residency in Austin. I think.
Good move. Good move.
I got you. What else?
6
Steve?
months in a day.
Nothing exciting if you want to take calls.
Nothing exciting? How about you, Steve? You must have a bunch of things.
You'll be
Elon Musk?
you'll be interested in this.
Uh-huh.
I got a bidet.
Whoa.
In your camper?
No.
Oh, in your
my,
home
in my
now.
home.
Okay.
Yes.
You got
installed a bidet.
You bought one or you had one?
Bought one.
Okay.
Installed it by myself.
Okay.
Wow.
It'll revolutionize your pooping experience. You're the master of wiping, but I'm telling you like
The water goes right up your
25
asshole,
bucks, $25. I mean, you got to install it right. You got to get the angle right. There's an art to learning how much force.
So
you
walk
want.
me through it. So you do a number 2.
Do a number 2.
Yeah.
And you reach down.
Which you did many
and
times in the studio bathroom before the show.
Oh, of course.
Go ahead.
What is a bathroom for?
Suppose.
I guess that's true. Go ahead. So you're done. Okay. So you're in your beautiful
You-
Maine estate. Yeah.
You grab the nozzle and you turn it a little jet of water comes. Hello.
No toilet paper at all?
No toilet paper at all.
How could that be perfectly clean?
Just a little jet of water.
I would never be sure. I'd have to give it one wipe at least.
Well, yeah, you got to clean the water off.
And the water's warm, right? Obviously.
You can get that option. That was a little bit out of my price range, though. This is cold. It's refreshing.
Ooh.
It'll wake you up in the morning. Used it this morning.
Really?
Just a little. Hey,
It
how
works?
are you? Yeah.
Okay. All right. How much does that cost?
It's like $25.
Wow.
Oh.
What's that, Mike?
The best advertisement I ever heard for bidets are someone said, if you got shit on your hand, would you just wipe it off? And the answer is clearly no.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
I suppose that's one way to look at it.
Yeah.
I suppose that's true.
Yeah. Have your plumber. Have your people, your help.
I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't know. I've seen them. I've been near them. I've never.
Is it like a fear of conquering a new domain?
I just don't want water up my asshole. I don't think.
What about when you're taking a shit and your legs fall asleep?
Yeah.
But you're done. And like, do you wait it out? Like, do you wake up? You stand
Wake up?
Like, do you wake up your legs before you use the?
You've got hemorrhoids, man. You've been sitting on the shitter so long, your legs fall asleep.
Sometimes
that's how you get it.
I love that. I love like trying to walk that off. It's a nice little feeling.
Yeah.
Oh,
I understand.
You've said that.
Yeah. If I'm reading, sometimes I'll just.
And you just
I'll be
stop
done.
hiding there.
That's hiding from your kids in the bathroom.
Probably too. Yes.
No question about that.
How does that cause hemorrhoids? I don't get it.
Apparently, like your cheeks are open and your butthole's just sagging down there.
Jesus,
and
really?
it weakens the blood vessels.
Oh.
They're seeing an increase in hemorrhoids in young people because of smartphones. Because they do the culinate. They sit there on the toilet and then their butt just falls
down
out.
there then.
Something you got to think of.
And somebody asked me to ask you about you're running some cornhole league. Is that right?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to start the Brunswick Cornhole League. So
Okay.
go find it. Join up.
So
The Brunswick
you're a
Cornhole League.
cornhole guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
join the Brunswick Cornhole League
Is
on
that
Facebook.
fresh off of our remarkably successful cornhole advertising that we did?
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
He's reached out a couple times.
That guy's a psycho.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Big fan. Big fan.
Nice guy, but
Makes great cornhole.
Didn't he get
boards.
mad at us? Was he one of the, or maybe if I'm wrong, I apologize.
No, he never got mad.
There was somebody who got mad at us. Oh, it was a personalized socks one.
Oh, troll
yeah.
Troll socks.
Huh?
Troll socks, right?
Yeah, Troll Socks.
Yeah.
Troll Socks was left with a little bit of
They
inventory.
were like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like,
Because
"What
they printed up a bunch of socks that just didn't look like you.
Didn't look
That
like
were
us.
supposed to look like
Yeah,
you.
like-
And here's the catch: even if they looked like you, he's still gonna have all those socks lying around.
You're right.
You
Like,
know?
that's a very isolated, like, bam, in and out market thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
You print up like 50 of those.
As my man Mark Cuban say, that's an idea, not a company.
Oh, that's
You
good.
know, new episode tonight, by the way, which I'm
Very
looking
excited.
forward to. I am looking forward to it.
Yeah, Brunswick Cornhole League. Join it. I'm just trying to get some like people in Brunswick to come over and play cornhole.
Are you making friends in the area?
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Like,
get
you're pretty social.
like a
in the-
neighborhood. Well, it's Bowdoin College is in Brunswick.
So Dale let
I
you
still
move
know
to
a bunch of
Brunswick.
people.
Yeah. Does he know you're there yet?
He hasn't found out
He's
about
listening
it.
now.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Speaking of random shit like that, like backyard games,
Yes, go ahead,
Hank
Dave.
actually Hank had a good tweet about this because you brought up pickleball recently.
Yeah, I'm thinking about entering the world of pickleball.
What is attractive to all these athletes about buying pickleball or owning pickleball teams?
I guess there's a chance they may make money off it.
Trendy.
Okay, come on, like the sport blowing up. What is attractive? Do you think that
So
sport can go?
you buy it when it's not that popular, and then when it becomes popular, you sell.
Do you
make
think
money?
Do you think pickleball will become popular?
I think it is very.
Anybody can play that
It is
game.
very popular.
That's
No, but professional.
anybody could play it. Why would it be popular?
Yeah, what are you saying?
Why would it be popular?
I mean,
Anybody
professionally
could
to
play
watch, like professionally to watch. Would that be?
Yeah,
an
how would it make
entertaining
money?
thing?
I get that. I get what
I mean,
you're saying.
anybody can play chess. There's
Yeah, but there's no-
and people-
you're
people
still
just
make
make
money.
money.
But there's no money in professional chess.
Yes, there is. There's a ton of money, multi-million dollars in
People watching on television?
Yeah,
No,
there's-
not
What
watching on
network is it
not
on?
watching on television, but like in promoting it, selling apps,
Maybe.
chess apps.
Maybe,
There's
yeah.
money to be. All I'm saying is that just because
There's
everybody
money
can
in
play
chess.
It's probably gambling.
just because everybody can play it doesn't mean
You
that
can
there's no
gamble on
money.
pickleball
to
at
be-
this point?
There will be. I mean, I think there's a lot of money in gambling on obscure sporting things like that. Like remember that FanDuel network? That
So you're
was
answering your own
launching?
question then.
Well, I'm asking like from a.
You just wanted to say
You just
this.
wanted
Go-
something that
yeah.
he was right about.
Yeah, go
Dave,
ahead.
you
Yeah.
not necessarily.
I'm working it
used-
out in my head.
Dave, you used to
What a
produce a
process.
show. You used to produce a show that was on TV with professional cornhole. Remember?
Isn't that
when,
interesting?
Remember
Yes,
when,
on that
when
station,
Jerry
yes.
was on
Oh, that's
TV for
right.
a little
I
while?
forgot.
And obscure
What station was
games.
that?
For the fans.
Yeah.
Yes.
But there was
about that.
professional cornhole. Somebody's making money on professional cornhole despite the fact that everybody can play it.
Isn't it interesting? Jerry used to precede cornhole. Now Steve could be working with Jerry and cornhole.
Oh, Jerry could be in that league.
Comes full circle.
The commissioner.
I see him more as a coach.
That's yeah. He would love that. That's
He'd be a
true.
great coach.
He'd love to be like
Yeah.
like Vince Lombardi in the sidelines. I don't know. It's a great point by Hank. I don't really know what point he made. But what did he
Well,
say?
all these athletes are buying up, and it just doesn't
LeBron
seem
bought it,
like
right?
LeBron, Brady, Durant's the newest one.
Oh, he did?
Curry. Yep.
What was
All
Hank's
those
take
guys.
on this?
I think it was similar. Like this sport doesn't seem like something that people would watch on like a national television scale. So why would they want to own?
I guess the thought is, I don't know. It's so many people are playing it now that they might want to watch it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
injury haven.
people have watched ping pong.
But not in huge numbers.
No, not any huge numbers. I mean, people watched poker, and that got big for a little while.
For
and
sure.
They're still carrying it. I mean, I
Yeah.
think there's an audience there. There's at least an opportunity to say, like, this could be big.
But if these guys
So
are
why not
all
take a bet
buying
on it?
now, then I think we're past the buy low stage.
Correct.
Now, I
Correct.
think if LeBron James and Tom Brady, I think we're probably at the point. I would think. I don't know.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we talking about this?
Betting on obscure sports overnight is a big deal, I think.
Oh, that's definitely true.
Because there's no professional sports.
Oh yeah,
at
that's
2 a.m.
that's a huge reason for a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely true for these lunatics. Definitely.
So you're going to start playing pickleball, though.
I'm thinking about it. I want to play more tennis. You would understand as a former tennis player, also.
Of course.
I'm thinking about going. The last time I played tennis was with you. We were all there.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I think about it, I remember having lunch before that when you buried Mike at lunch that day.
That was a separate
different time.
occasion.
That was a separate
Yeah,
occasion.
yeah, yeah.
But it was,
separate
it was our
occasion.
warm up though.
Yes,
that was
right.
it.
That's
Yeah,
when we met. Who was your guy?
Your only brother was there.
No,
Sorry.
no, nobody was there. It was just
Nobody
you and I.
was there. There wasn't
Yes.
anybody there.
Who was your guy? Who was your coach?
Vlad
Serge?
or Serge or
He's a nice guy.
Some name Steve made up.
Andy.
He was a nice guy.
Yeah, he was. He was great.
Good coach.
He basically came back to me and he was like, "So he's a little bit more talented than you." I was like, "Thanks for giving me the straight."
It's
talk."
funny. I was jumping around at the Wilbur and like I literally almost when I was the first song, I almost ran head smack into the woman from there who was the Minifan.
Oh, okay.
Remember
yeah.
that? She was
Kaylee or something.
Yeah,
from
very
Canada.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, she from Canada.
Yeah, originally, I think.
Okay. Anyway, I don't know. We gotta get in our ancestry. What are we talking about? Oh, so I'm thinking about playing tennis again, but then I was like, maybe I'll just do pickleball. But then Colleen thinks I'm gonna blow my Achilles out.
No, I know it.
You know it.
It's a fact. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I feel like pickleball's a little bit more relaxed.
I'm older now.
Yeah.
I'm essentially 50 years old.
If you go play super competitive basketball or something, there's a chance you can
you'll
tear
blow your knee
ACL.
out.
But if you
No
go play
question.
beer league, people are a little bit more relaxed. They
Yeah,
understand. They
basketball
understand
stuff.
everybody needs to be able to.
See, I would
walk
love to play
around.
basketball again, but I it's been so long. I
Not
can't.
even just men's league.
That's where you get
60
no,
plus.
I guess 60 plus. I'm not 60 yet.
Yeah, but that'd be a good advantage for you.
I guess not that far off. Closer to 60 than I am to 30. Oh, for sure I am. Almost 50.
You know what hobby I think you should take up is guitar, and boy, do I have a deal for you if you're interested.
What do you got?
So stupid.
If you have $50,000.
I'm just thinking about. I don't want to bully anybody or shame them online. God knows. We should call that cunt up right now.
You're going to have to be more specific.
I'll get his name.
You have his name?
I'll get his name.
I mean, he's
It's not hard. It's
strumming that fucking guitar right now like an asshole.
He's probably not even
Let's
respecting
say you were
he's
there.
playing it.
Say you were there and you knew that guitar was worth significantly more.
that
than
guy bid
20.
on it?
And that guy bid on it and got it. This
Five
isn't-
words. 5 words.
No, this
Mark
isn't
David
fucking-
Chapman, John Lennon. That's
This isn't fucking bargain. The
You
bargain
are
outlet.
a fucking cunt. That's what I would say to him. How dare you bid on something for charity to help out a sick
Break
kid?
his knees.
Obviously, the correct answer would have been there should have been a minimum to auction it off.
Yeah, your
Yes, I
anger
get it.
your anger is
I get it.
is misplaced.
No, but most people aren't fucking assholes, and they don't just.
But David,
they
sounds
don't-
like- it
they
sounds
don't
like
get,
you were
they don't
in
get
the
the
bank.
bargain of the century
But we
on
all-
a small
but
charity event.
We've already established it's not the bargain of the century.
Well,
So
because
actually,
you dug
I've
deep.
got, eBay. Okay, Paul McCartney signed guitar, $10,000. Paul McCartney signed guitar, $12,000. Paul McCartney signed autographed guitar, $14,000.
Yeah, so
should've
we
gotten
don't
more,
know. We
probably.
don't know regardless.
I have 2,000 right here.
I've got one for $35,000.
I think it all depends on like right now. Google.
Yes,
Oh,
that
this
wasn't my
is
question.
McCartney and Ringo Starr. Oh, I just wanted to see if there would be one that in the bio.
Paul
was like, yeah,
McCartney,
just
the
pick this up.
Beatles. Like I said, Telecaster, $1,100 on Etsy.
I've got one from James McCartney for $200.
The son. Wow, there you go.
I
That'd
only
be great
brought
if in the
I
description
said,
it was like, I just ripped off a charity.
$5 million.
No, what's going to happen is this guy's going to turn out to have been like a someone who collects these kind of things. He's going to turn around, he's going to sell it for
Yes.
$30,000, and then kick the money. No, and then kick the money back to the charity.
great guy, great guy or gal.
Just bury you.
No, this guy's gonna
yeah,
find.
Dave?
This guy's literally gonna find out that like they're gonna authenticate that like McCartney went over to Lemon's apartment the last day. It was like they played together. Lemon like actually signed it in the back and dated it small. Like,
inside the guitar. Yeah.
George Harrison too, and it's gonna be like Bob Dylan's gonna sell for $40 billion.
There's a map to if you put a little lemon juice on it, the Lost Beatles archive, you can find
Exactly.
it. Dave, what did you buy at the auction?
I did. I donated in other events, but I couldn't go yesterday.
You donated?
Yeah, like there was another charity event, and so yeah.
Would you donate?
A bunch of
Like money,
Kirk
just money.
Minahan show
Oh,
merchandise.
Oh, so you didn't donate like
No, I didn't donate.
An
anything,
item.
No,
no experience or anything?
no.
Oh, I've been happy to help out.
Maybe there's still time. Who knows? I'm sure there'll be another.
It feels like
event.
it's a little late. So I
Well, it's
I
like
don't
one
wanna-
golf tournament.
You missed your chance.
Kirk's paid off enough gambling
That's
debts.
oh, shit. That's a late in the season golf tournament. It's good. They got decent weather though.
Probably got a good deal on the course or something like that. They had to wait. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, anyway, what else from you, Steve? Anything?
Why haven't you guys done like Cullen style episodes around here?
I'm busy. You know how it is with we once the case started with us, we
Case,
doing
yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah.
I'd like to. We will at some point.
We talked about one.
I know why Steve has that question, by the way.
Oh, I just didn't know if there was like the technical expertise.
That's what I was. That's what I suspected.
I was just hanging in the air. We talked about one. Say it without. Can you say it without saying it or no?
I'm not good at this.
Text it to me. Good. What was the other one we did? The radio one?
Yeah.
The Hammer.
The Hammer. That was actually.
Which, by the way, I'll probably end up having like a morning show on that station pretty soon.
That's fun.
That was the one where, like, remember Mike in the middle? You did something. I was like, no, he wouldn't do that.
The best,
I was playing along.
hands down, the best part of the episode was the outtakes.
Oh, for sure.
Because the first 45
You put them
minutes,
on, right?
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah.
The first 45 minutes of it, where you being like, no, fuck you guys. That's not how it's gonna be.
Like it was like a running club or something, and I was like, no, Mike, he wouldn't do that. Like, he's like, the fuck are you talking?
Yeah.
All the times we had.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Did you hear those drops of Drunk Mike at all? You heard those lately? From
We
Madawaska?
clipped them.
Well, no, but I'm saying lately. We've been playing them lately. Drunk Mike at Madawaska. Have you heard any of these lately?
Mike and the Minimum fans might not be up till tomorrow night. Hey, cheer for me.
That's that right there. He
hasn't been
Mike,
back.
That's the essence of Mike Gerry.
Just my life.
That should be the name of your podcast.
Hey, please clap.
It's like, oh no, the
My favorite is the Mike and the Minifans one, just because I'm like, guys,
Look, I mean, I understand why we're all here.
don't.
I'm sorry. I thought you were
don't
doing
mob
a
me
Greg-
after the show.
I thought you were doing a Greg Polar joke.
I just remember after that show, first of all, paying for all the idiots. Remember, we didn't pay. There's glass all over the place.
Very classy move, going up to the bar, cleaning up all the tabs.
Yes. And helping clean up, by the way. I just remember driving.
$150 of unpaid bar tabs.
More than that. Driving from there to our friend Big Rick's and talking to you.
the great Big Rick.
Talking to you, remember back where the map was, and I was like, I think we gotta fucking fire this guy. And Steve was like, yeah, I think so.
I was like,
I think
they're talking big business over there.
And Mike's like, oh, yes.
You need a drink, boys?
Oh, God.
I think I said it was a fireable offense. I don't think we said we have to fire this guy.
Oh, I think I said
appreciate that.
Yeah.
And then cool has prevailed.
And then on the drive down, talking more about it, I said, I think a suspension is warranted.
Which we didn't even do. Somebody got suspended that week. I think it was you.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
What a fucking show. Jesus Christ. Anyway, that will always. I love the first Wilbur show, but that first Madawaska show will always be the wildest
Just
show.
madness.
I mean, it's insane. We did. It's fucking
Crazy.
insane.
I mean, like 22 inches of snow.
Nobody died.
As we're all trying to
sadly.
drive up there.
No shit. Impossible. And now we hate them. And they hate us.
Yeah.
Who's the idiot? Who's the heroin addict who worked at the supermarket? What the fuck's her name?
Stacy.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, I should say her husband smuggles heroin.
I only know her from the grocery store. I didn't know the other thing.
Or her husband Bruce
triggered my
Bruce a
memory.
major heroin. That's why he has the job.
I don't know anything about
Yes, of course. No, I'm kidding.
Overdose
They're lovely
deaths are up in Maine.
Lovely. Well, and who broke the story that Shannon Mills pays the men $5,000 more?
You can admit
than
that's a funny story. That's a funny.
I need a bigger disparity.
Well, it depends on how you cut it. Yeah. I was trying to be as judicious as possible. There are ways you could have played with the data to make it even worse.
Well, that's what you should be doing there.
Well, I'm just trying to be. I'm trying to
sensationalize.
Are you willing
play
on
things
that
down the middle.
site? I subscribe. I follow on Twitter, as you know. Are you willing to rip the right if they do a lousy job?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's one of the things where a site like this will be most effective.
Okay.
Is in being critical of especially Republicans in the legislature.
Do you give your guy any chance in this gubernatorial race in a couple of weeks?
Yeah, I mean, I would put it at it's a maybe a 49-51 in Janet Mills' favor right now.
That close. I saw a 10-point
yeah.
spread in the polls. All right.
Yeah, I don't think the polls.
Hard to
It's
trust.
tough to tell. He's never won one without that. The guy who's been indicted for kitty porn, Elliot Cutler.
Yes.
Yeah, he's never won an election without that guy. So it's tough to say. But I think Janet Mills is really, really unpopular. And the polls right now in the 2nd congressional district have the Democrat winning. But if you look at the election desk markup, their model says that Poliquin's going to win just because of the way turnout has been in previous elections.
Mike, your thoughts on this?
I zoned out.
Steve looks so happy. I want to learn that.
Well, you've certainly drifted left since.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, I think Cullinane is a sneaky liberal.
Oh.
I'm sneaky. Don't give a fuck.
I don't even know. I know.
Random shit.
I know what you mean when you text, but I
he's-
just don't remember the idea.
Well, it was just to basically.
Oh, mock the experience.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That might have worked.
Yeah.
Maybe. No.
Yeah. I don't think it would.
I was actually thinking of writing a blog for Barstool.
Ooh.
Based on the HR guy. I was actually going to write my list of the top 5 shittiest employees.
That would have been funny. That would've been good.
Would that get clicks like crazy?
Oh,
or
it
no?
would. It would.
You should span it out over 5 weeks, though. Have the big reveal 5 weeks from now.
That's who would do that? Is today one of the days, Mike? Are we number 92 today? Or
I guess so, yeah.
what number? Are we in the 80s yet?
I
or
think
no?
we got to be in the 80s by now, yeah.
I have no idea.
It's such a bizarre existence.
Clemmer?
That Clemmer has. Yeah.
So weird. So you must have met him.
He's met him.
I met him for the first time.
He did stuff
at Magnolia.
Yeah, when he tried
He
to
was
sue
in here.
Boston.
Well, Steve
Maybe-
was here once.
But he must have done.
don't know.
But he must have done like.
No, he was.
But you were on like Quantum Week and stuff.
Yeah, I did.
No, he must have-
I did Quantum Week once,
and he
but
did
meeting
stuff-
him in person, I think.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
first
yeah.
time I ever really talked to him was
But, like,
at the
he
Leonard
did,
Skinner
like-
Monument.
Oh, is that right? Oh, there you go. I think he did like was he part of Cullen? Like, did he do a voice for Cullen?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Him and Corona were a couple, I believe.
Oh, yes,
that
the
was
jogging-
running.
the
Yeah.
jogging
Oh, they're
couple.
jogging couple.
Yeah, the jogging couple.
That's right. That's right. Oh, I love that. Some people hated that. That was the greatest thing we ever did. All right, want to take some calls? Sure. People might want to talk to Steve or Mike or myself or Dave. BlindMike.net and themainwire.com. Yeah, anything else you want to promote, Steve? You're here.
No, just the Main Wire. Follow us on Twitter. Check out the website.
Yeah, go follow right now, please.
Was that story about the teacher the biggest article so far? Or did that touch on a rich one
Yeah,
get more?
definitely. No, the story about the teacher indoctrinating kids, which Kirk is like, I don't care with somebody else's kids.
I don't care.
That's how fucking libertarians are just bankrupt, just intellectually, morally bankrupt.
I
It's
don't.
just like
what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? I just would. If
I
you'd
know,
like,
I
if you'd like,
understand
if you'd
that.
like me to pretend to care, I'm happy.
No,
to
no,
pretend
you don't have to.
care.
You don't have to pretend to care. But I'm just saying that's an example.
You're so obsessed
of why
with it.
libertarianism is.
I would say you're
bankrupt.
oddly obsessed with it. Like it's almost like titillatingly obsessed with it.
You don't care about it from the
With
broad perspective.
Libertarianism generally being a morally.
No, what I'm
bankrupt
saying is,
idea.
I think that lifestyle titillates you.
A teacher?
No. The transgender that whole thing.
This story had nothing to do with transgender.
I know,
stuff.
but I don't care about the fucking teacher. Stupid. But you're in the Gerry world with like you and Gerry are just clearly going to work together now.
I don't think so. No.
Oh no, lock, Dave.
I think he could be on a future Main Wire podcast, and I could be on a future Gerry Callahan show.
I think that Newsmax idea that he was talking about, he would have been great.
You go
for
on the
that.
Jerry Callahan podcast. That's fine. You're not on this podcast anymore.
Ooh, all right, that makes that.
No, that's
decision
fine. No, that's fine. I would love to hear that. I'd be all there for that because it would be like pretend Steve. Although maybe this is pretend Steve. I don't fucking know anymore.
And I would love that you'd
He's a
get
mystery.
Craig chiming in, try to keep up with Steve.
Oh, is Jerry down on Craig?
Actually,
Oh my god, he tells you
Down
too.
on
He
Craig.
fucking hates Craig.
I've been up on Craig lately. I think he's done a good job.
He likes Craig as a person, but he thinks he stinks as a producer.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize
The
that's what
fact
you
that Jerry thinks that Craig can't pull that Volin audio is just so
Yeah,
good.
but I don't think it's an indictment of Craig.
Oh no,
It's
no,
more-
neither do I.
meant. Craig certainly could.
You know
I
what
know
it is?
that.
I think it's a failure of Craig to step up and be like, I can fucking get that.
Right.
When he texted me that, I thought there was some audio that was secret audio that we didn't know about.
So what
that
is
was
this teacher?
I
What are
think
you
it's-
talking
I think
about? What
it's
is
just
this? So the teacher was like telling the kid.
The teacher was
Say your parents
an
suck.
8th grade student.
Right, go ahead.
Was concerned about what the teacher was saying in the classroom. Secretly recorded his teacher because he wanted to go to his parents and be like, "Hey, mom, dad, I think this is kind of fucked up."
Right.
Turns out the kid was right. Like she's
Sure he was.
totally just right-wing brainwashing him, which is what conservatives have said for
But
a
is
long
that-
time.
but
But
is
he
that-
comes up with proof. It's like the Nixon tapes.
We need
you know?
proof of that. We know
always,
that.
You do
That's what
need
I said
proof.
the other day.
As a journalist, you
I
need
didn't
proof.
say. First of all, I didn't
not
say
to that extreme.
You need proof.
What do you mean?
That the conversation she was having with that student was way more extreme.
doesn't matter.
No, it's not.
It doesn't
That
matter.
surprised me in the least. That's
But
what I
you
said the
need
other
proof.
day. I'm with you on this. The idea that I'm some liberal now.
But you
I
need
said,
proof.
Wow, there's liberal in academia. Wow, what a fucking stunner.
But
Proof all the time.
There are liberals in academia, but the fact that she's brainwashing an 8th grader.
That's all they
is
do.
where
They're all
where the story is.
brainwashed.
Okay, but you need proof.
We get proof.
Proof. And that's what I came up with. Proof.
Great. Think it's going to change
You know,
it?
you know who taught me that you need proof?
Who's that? Howie Carr?
Kirk Minahan. No.
Kathy Carr?
I learned a lot.
Yeah, I bet you did. All right.
Proof.
He
be a
talked
fun
about
sound drop, by the way.
Howie talked about the story as well.
Are you going on there?
No. He read it about the Maine Wire report.
Wow. Touch and Rich and Howie in the same week.
Making waves.
Unbelievable.
Disrupting the media.
Unbelievable. I'm here for it. Do you follow the Maine Wire on Twitter, Mike?
I don't yet. I didn't realize.
Fucking believable.
I will right after the show.
What a prick.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Thanks.
So yeah, there's something else I was going to mention. I forget. Who knows? Let me know where they're loaded up.
They're loaded up.
Oh, they're loaded up. All right, let's do some talking. Let's wrap up this week. Christ. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Welcome back, Steve.
Thank you.
Do Grace, Kathy, or Howie take it up the ass?
That's a fair question. I actually think that's a reasonable question.
I have no idea.
Okay, and this is Volin's third strike, you know.
Go
Look
ahead.
up Darius Fleming and Ben Volin.
Look up who?
Darius Fleming from the Patriots
Darius
and Ben
Fleming.
Volin.
Okay, well, why don't you just tell me? And I'll look it up.
Well, he kicked out a window on the way home from a practice or a game. And
I remember
saved-
this.
pulled
Oh, yeah,
someone
did he
out of a
save?
car in
Did
an
he save
accident.
somebody? Yeah, that was him.
Yeah, and Volin couldn't find the report for a few hours and said it probably never happened, so they were covering up the injury.
Jesus. What are you looking at, Steve?
I'm just looking at how
But
disgusting
he had it
that
covered
wall
because
is.
the
wall
clerks
is?
at the town hall.
It looks like there's just spooge all over that wall.
Where?
Maybe there is.
Just all over that, above the outlet.
Things have gotten
It's
pretty
all-
wild since
is
you
it
left,
like,
Bub.
Is that like
That has to,
hot chocolate?
That has to be something I threw, I would think, right?
Okay.
It's either
But
that or it's
there's
cockroach.
a ton of it, though.
That's probably some drink I just chucked against the wall at some point, I would guess. Hello.
Good morning, Kirk. This is your sponsor speaking.
Oh, good morning. How are you? You think we need another paint job in here, you saying?
I'm doing well,
Maybe.
thanks. I just
I
have a
just
quick.
wash the walls, maybe.
As long as I don't have to
sorry?
like that drip, the painter drip, I'm fine with that. Jesus
a nice
Christ.
guy.
I didn't say he's not nice. Mike, I didn't say he's not a nice guy. I hate when you do that. You box me in. Okay? Everybody's got to like Mike.
Why humiliate?
Okay?
Why paint if we're going to be out of here?
What's that?
Why paint if we're going to be out of here?
We could toss him some. The guy's essentially homeless. We can toss him some charity money, can't we? I mean,
Live
no?
read.
Huh?
A read or two.
I mean, really? Jesus. Yes, go ahead, buddy.
Hey, I just have a quick question for Blind Mike and then
He's
a
here.
follow-up for you, Kirk.
BlindMike.net, please. Go ahead.
Mike, during your dark days of depression post-Madawaska, did you ever go to an AA meeting?
I did not, no.
Well, they won't cure your blindness necessarily, but there is a place for you there, Mike.
But even there, I even think at that point they would have been like, there's nothing we can do. Like, you have to go somewhere else. There has to be an elevated level.
Right,
of this.
The guy sitting next to him's got like 3 teeth, lost his kids.
That seemed like a reach
part
for
of
a
his
blind
liver's
joke.
gone.
What's that?
That did.
That seemed like a reach for a blind joke.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't be so sensitive.
And then,
No, don't say
and then
that. You
Kirk,
can't,
just a
you
quick
can't win with
follow-up,
that.
Just fucking Dave, abort this call already. Holy shit.
Yeah, question
We're in
for Kirk.
like
Yeah, question for Kirk.
We're in like the 4th trimester.
You want this guy to follow up on the question, Mike, after that?
Yeah, I think it's going to be good.
We're good, Dave. We're good. But thank you for the call. Thank you for listening, and thank you for participating in the program.
Much mellower these days.
I try to be. Yeah, but definitely. This week.
And Mr. Barstool.
That's true. I only smashed up one piece of equipment this week. That's not bad.
Well,
Hello.
it was an old TV.
It was a shitty TV.
Kirk, this is your president, Doug.
Whoa. Wow. Maine Wire
shit.
exclusive right here, Steve. Wow.
Wait, we're not. Stop YouTube.
It's
Stop YouTube. I
incredible.
need the exclusive on this.
Mr. President, yes.
Kirky, you know, we always called him Fake News Steve,
Oh, wow.
and I'm
Mr.
finally
President.
right.
Mr.
It's
President.
incredible.
Why is that,
Part of
Mr.
the
President?
Fake news media. We call him Stevie Scoops. He's got the scoop, Kirk.
Thank you.
It's incredible.
He does.
Yesterday, Kirk, he wrote, Ben Volin fucked something up. I couldn't believe it. He
It was
wrote
amazing.
Incredible.
It was an astonishing work of journalism, I have to say.
Thank you.
I
Thank
would
you.
agree with that. Yeah.
It's Woodward and Bernstein all over again. Stevie, you know me. I've got an eye for marketing. I've got your tagline for your new
Ooh, it's good
newspaper.
stuff.
It's called "Writing the News and Hating the Jews."
Jeez, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that would
It's
work.
certainly catchy.
Mr. President, I don't think that would work.
Steve, in Maine, you're really safe. I don't,
that's
Leave it to
true.
me, buddy. Leave the marketing to me, okay?
that sounds
He would
horrific.
know.
That sounds
rhymes.
horrifically
Let me
offensive.
do what I
Mr.
do best
President.
here.
You're right.
Incredible. But Kirk,
It's
you know,
working for Kanye.
We
I
have
could
to
see the
talk
t-shirt.
about somebody there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We have to talk about Tiny Dick Dave. It's awful. He's
wow,
got
no.
no penis.
Well, Mr. President,
think,
Mr. President, I hate to interrupt. You've made it very clear in the past, given the size of your hands. I remember you famously said that there's plenty going on down there.
There is no problem there. No problem. It's incredible.
Didn't mean to get in your way. Go ahead.
I'll tell you this, Kirk. I'll say one thing. As you know, we've talked about it in the past. Kathy and I have a history. I can't speak about it.
Sure.
We signed some documents, but I'll just say this. There was no grilling going on when I was with Kathy Callahan. But I called her. I had to say, I said, I heard about baby penis. And she said, Mr. Trump, it's like a hangnail down there. It's barely even existent. I don't know how he made these kids. They might look like one of the other roommates. It's terrible. He's got no penis, Kirk.
Wow. Okay, Mr. President. Yeah, go ahead.
Like a hangnail, he said.
They don't all work, Kirk, but
No, they
here's
don't,
the thing. I have to talk to our dear friend, Low Talent Mike. He's got no talent, Kirk. It's crazy.
true.
Leave it to him.
It's very
The
hurtful.
greatest minds in comedy. And Mike's at a fucking $50 buffet, not recording a podcast. It's incredible, Mike.
It's
You did a
upsetting,
great
Mr.
job
President.
in Vegas. It's
Yeah,
wonderful.
it's
Very hurtful.
Almost as good as your mother did. But I'll tell you this, Kirk. You know
Yes,
that we
Mr.
love
President.
you.
Uh-huh.
We love you so much. And I know that you're fighting the good fight. And, Steve, you hate the Jews and are terrible at writing the news. We love you. China Wall, MAGA. Bigly, Mike, you're fat. Goodbye.
Wow, good to hear from Mr. President.
So long.
Jeez,
Thank you, President Trump.
I don't know about that tagline. That would be tough.
I mean, I don't think it's an accurate representation of the Maine Wire.
It's
What I've read so far, it does not seem to be an accurate representation of the Maine Wire.
But could Steve pull that off the way Trump does when he insults people? You know,
Probably not. It's
That's
a good
Trump-
it's a good T-shirt though.
Trump did put out a truth the other day that was like, I've done so much for the Jews. Why aren't they more grateful to me?
Right. Well,
It was basically like the TLDR of his tweet.
Would it be?
Everyone's like,
would
"Eh,
it be
all right."
so? Would it be? It wouldn't just all be in the front. The front mic would say "right in the news," and the back would say that, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's a good. I mean, that's a good shirt. That's good merchandise. There's a base for it.
There's certainly
it would be such relief you'd feel when you see hating the Jews and you're like, oh, but he's also writing the news.
Yeah. Right. Yes.
good.
Yeah. Oh, but he's. Yeah. I mean, they can be.
They get really worked up.
They don't have to be. Yeah. Right. I mean, both can be true. I suppose. Right.
Certainly.
I guess. I don't know. Hello. Jesus.
Hey, Minahan, do you recognize this voice?
I do not.
Eric Hood.
How you doing, Eric?
Good. So I did have a question for Steve. Me and Emily Dontremont have been hanging out in her basement listening to some old episodes.
Yes.
I
was gonna say, it doesn't sound like Eric
a
Hood, but go.
question.
Let's go with the high school with him. Yes.
So, Steve, back in 2020, there was a song that came out, My Name's Keith, and it was to the tune of Creep. You and Kirk both mentioned that it was a little too on the nose because it was such a hit song. And I think you said that it seemed like the author of the song was trying to put a needle where a spike's been. Where did you hear that turn of phrase?
Oh, that's an old one. I don't even remember, to be honest.
An old Robinson adage.
No, I think
I
it's something people have said growing up.
You
in
asked
Maine.
this question for 2 years, Eric?
I dropped him.
No, he
Sorry.
said he was listening. He said he was listening to old stuff.
Oh, him and Emily were listening to old ones.
No, it's like your car shit the bed. It's like an
I gotcha.
old Maine thing.
Eric Hood, good friends with the Daniels family, Dave. That's yes.
You didn't sound too excited to hear from Eric.
Well, I thought it was legitimately Eric. I was like, oh, this might be good. This might be a good fight because they hate me now.
Oh, they do?
Oh, yeah.
What's with
There's a
the
little
what's his name? Whose birthday just came by?
Matt Fuller.
Matt
He just
Fuller.
turned
Has he been
40.
in touch?
No, he just
Ooh,
turned
he's dropped-
48.
He hasn't texted me either.
You didn't wish him a happy birthday?
Remember he said
hasn't texted you any dildos lately?
the last thing he texted me was the naked picture of that congresswoman. Was it Hill from California?
Oh, yeah,
Katie
yeah,
Hill or
yeah.
something
Yeah,
like that?
it's basically like, what do you think?
Oh,
and I was like, I don't know what to
were
say.
those the
here,
leaked
Matt.
ones?
What did you say?
Yeah.
Where she had like the right wing tattoo on her?
I don't remember, but I was
She
like,
was the thruple.
yeah.
Thruple lady.
Oh, right. I was like, I'm not really sure what to say here, Matt. She appears to be a nude woman.
This appears to be revenge porn on a congressman.
I don't know. I'll think about it and get back to you. But,
But what about Larry Bird?
Yeah, right. Oh,
It's like you got like weird sexually deviant stuff, and then
Truly
Larry Bird
bizarre.
stuff.
Yeah, you had quite a friendship with him.
I did. Well, I was
forgot about
I was
that.
trying to get him on
Never happened.
because there was Finding Fuller. It was going to be the documentary.
It never happened.
Instead, we ended up doing the Jennifer Faye thing.
That's true.
Strange that he never just called it.
He's a strange guy, man. He's just a strange
that's-
human
yeah,
being.
I got
just,
that.
Yeah, just very strange. They load up, Dave?
Load up.
Go ahead. Hello.
Hey, how you guys doing? Can you hear me?
We can hear you fine.
Wonderful. So, quick question. I'm a little bit curious as to why all of you guys, with the exception of Dave, did such a 180 on the mRNA, Jay. You were very against it and
On the
then
what?
you just did a
I'm
complete
sorry.
180.
On the what?
The vaccine.
On yes, on the mRNA, the jab.
Oh, I don't know. You're so.
mean,
boring. You're such a boring. You're such a boring
This
person.
is always your no, sir. Excuse me. This is always
Sir.
your defense. You always say, "Oh, the fuck these right wing people."
Are you? Let me ask. Are you a right
Stop
wing?
being such a pussy, Kirk.
What do you want me
I'm
to?
not-
What is my 180? Shut up! Shut up for a second. This is what I mean. You're just.
No. You can do this shit. Oh, yell.
What's the 180? What's the 180? Walk me through the 180. I'll
You
try
said
to.
there's no way I'm going to take it. Oh, there's no way I'm going to take it. They rushed it. You know, Captain Operation Warp Speed. Then you go ahead and take it. Like
Yeah, because I thought maybe I couldn't go to like a Springsteen concert if I didn't get it or something.
I know. You want to wear your brown shirt. Yeah, okay. That's good.
What are you talking about? Hold on, Steve. What are you? Hold on. Take your time. What are you talking about? What brown shirt? Walk me through it. I don't know what you're talking about.
You listen, for a guy that preaches.
Are you pro-vaccination or
everybody
anti-vaccination? Where are you on this?
It's not a vaccination. It's
What is it?
an mRNA gene altering jab.
So what happens? So what I have felt. So I got the vaccination. I got the booster. I'll get the booster. I'm looking forward to getting the booster again. I will get it soon.
Well, I would hope you wouldn't, because I don't hate you.
I hate you, so I'm going to get it to piss you off. So I've had no. So what has happened to me physically since I've had it? What has happened to me physically since I've had
I
it?
have no idea what's. Excuse me, sir. Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
When they rolled these out, and
Yep.
this is all factual, and
I'm
you
sure
can
it
even
is.
go see at the different lot. Okay, sure, that's fine.
Yep.
You want to joke about it?
I'm joking about it.
Through the roof. Childhood.
Your credentials are through the roof.
Don't
What
you
is-
dare! He said myocarditis.
It's through the roof.
Infection in
Yeah,
your
yeah.
heart.
Yep, through the roof. Go ahead.
Young athletes dropping dead left and right. So
Like,
all I'm saying
left
is
and right?
I'm confused as to why. Yes, sir.
So
Okay,
hold on.
you were
Hold on. So what you're saying is this morning when I drove to work, those 40 dead athletes I saw were all from COVID?
Yeah. Well, the shot. Not
Because there were 20 on the left and 20 on the right.
The mRNA.
Sir, COVID has never been isolated. The PCR test was fraudulent. They did upwards of 40 to 50 cycles.
Do you have fun at all in your life? Like
This guy sounds like a Main Wire.
He's a
reader.
Main Wire
Go
guy for
the
sure.
mainwire.com.
Like I appreciate that you're passionate about it. I appreciate that you're passionate about it. Relax. I appreciate you're passionate about it. But like, can you relax and like have like a conversation without getting worked up and angry about this or no? Because if you can't, I'm not going to do it.
Okay, sir. So you're allowed to act like
Yes,
that.
it's the Kirk Minahan show. Yes, that's
I know it's your show. I understand.
Now your show would have a lot of laughs. I'm not saying it wouldn't. You seem like a lot of fun.
It's hard to scream on the phone.
But here's the thing. Because of you, I am now on YouTube telling my listeners to get the jab every single day.
Okay, that's. You know what?
And you will do it too because you're a
Everybody
sheep.
have the right to do that
Don't
if they
you
want.
All right, thank you for the call. You seem like a good
sir.
time. Thank you very much. Thank you.
What have we said about that?
I don't know. A 180? I'm sure at the beginning I was like, I don't know.
I didn't want to get it, and then I did just because I was afraid I was going to be able to travel.
Correct. I'm a total pussy if that's what you want. Like,
you got me.
Yeah,
I've
just like everybody else.
I regret getting the shot because it doesn't.
So do I. I didn't need
I was worried about infecting elderly family as we drove around. Now it turns out it has no effect on transmission. I mean, they admitted that at the
Now you're
beginning.
doing another 180. Steve.
No,
360.
Changing your opinion when
I think that's
information
reasonable.
comes in is
Yes.
not a bad thing.
I'll get it again, but but as I've said all along, by the way, I'm not one of these. I'm not like Howard Stern. If you don't get it, I think I've been pretty
Who gives
consistent.
a fuck?
Don't get it. I wasn't gonna fucking tell you not to get it.
There should be no mandates for this.
Of course not.
Like the My Body, My Choice people get oddly quiet when they're talking about mandating injections in 4-year-olds.
I agree. It's not John Fetterman. Is that his name? Yes. He's telling people to get abortions like at birth.
What is that thing?
What is that thing in his neck?
I have no idea. They won't say. It's like
Very weird.
have you seen?
I want him to win. I want a guy like that. I want to watch it for next Total Recall.
Yeah, Total Recall.
It's very weird.
But if you won't see him. If he wins, you will never see him again.
Do you think Herschel
He'll cast
Walker
votes. He
will
won't
be
do
a good senator?
television. It'll be better than Raphael Warnock.
I don't know about that. Herschel Walker is like legitimately brain dead.
Yeah. Would you say that about a white candidate?
Wow.
Yeah. Yes.
Now imagine that candidate is white.
But no. The New York Times comes out with a story about like the quiet bravery of the Fetterman family, and John Fetterman is really an intellectual, but he had a stroke, so he can't talk. And the very next day, they come out with a piece that's like, Herschel Walker no talk good after the debate. Like the
John Fetterman
disparity.
is much smarter than Herschel Walker. I'm not saying
Really?
I'm not saying I agree with John. I'm not saying I agree. See, this is the problem. Like that's true.
I think John Fetterman is not smart. He is not a smart.
I don't think
man.
he's smart either.
No,
I think he's smarter than Herschel Walker.
But how can you tell? he can't talk.
Neither can
Like,
Herschel Walker.
on what basis can you
listen to
establish
Herschel Walker
his
answer a
intelligence?
question?
Yeah, I mean he's a football player.
Great. Anyway, all right. Go ahead, Dave. You load it up.
Load it up.
Why are you holding your phone? Oh, do we have a call?
Caller, yes.
Oh, we had. Oh,
yeah.
What happened? You go?
No, we have a call.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, what a negative call. What do we think we changed the vibes with a little sing-along, fellas? Connie, hit the music. Oh, the do-not day. Oh, the do-not day. Orchard takes it up the ass. Oh, the do-not day. Kathy's a fall-down drunk. Kathy's a fall-down drunk. Ben Volin lies like a rug. Oh, the do-not day. Everybody! Oh, the do-not day.
I don't know the word.
Oh, the do-not day. Orchard takes it up the ass.
Oh, the do-not day.
Kathy's a fall-down drunk. Kathy's a fall-down drunk.
That's true.
Ben Volin lies like a
Rug. Oh, the do-not day. Hey.
Bring it home! Oh, the do-not day! Oh, the do-not day! Christian Hawkins takes it up the ass! Oh, the do-not day!
That's true. That's true.
Kathy's a fall-down drunk! Kathy's a fall-down drunk! Ben Volin lies like a rug! Oh, the do-not day! See you Monday!
See you Monday.
See you Monday.
I don't know.
I think, maybe that person will call back in, I think.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Just fan of the show, I guess.
Good. All right. Hello.
A lot of production went into that.
Gee, was that coordinated beforehand?
It might have
Dave?
been coordinated.
Wow.
On the fly right there.
Boy, I'm glad.
Yeah.
What a talent.
Hello.
Kirk, it's Angela Lansbury.
Oh, gee. I'm so sorry, Angela. Well, I'm happy that you're a spirit wherever you are.
Resting easy.
Yeah.
Thank you. I just wanted to call in and confirm that Jeff Belo's penis is huge.
Well, how would you know that?
My God.
He used to fuck me in the ass.
Oh, that is.
A lot of these media guys like anal
I'm
sex.
surprised to hear that.
Yeah.
I'm not. It just feel. I feel like Jeff. I don't know. Okay. Well, thank you, Angela.
That was it.
Goodbye.
Oh, well, I thought Angela might have
Just a
some
simple
advice
message.
for you.
Dead.
Huh?
She's dead.
You're right, Dave. Yeah. She is dead.
So the other
That's
day
true.
when you guys were talking about Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones, and you were talking about the product placement.
Well, he was talking about product placement.
And Cullinan was like, "Oh yeah, that wouldn't make sense because those are old."
He's right.
Yes.
He thinks it's historical fiction.
Right. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
he
yeah.
thinks he thinks
Do you think it's real?
Wait.
like it's part of it's
You
like
think
British.
like
it's like
you-
British
you think like
monarchy
Game of
history.
Thrones
I
is real?
noticed I
no,
picked up on that.
No, I just.
It definitely sounded. It definitely
No.
came up. He's like,
But you know,
it happened so
I know-
long ago.
I know the
But you know,
premise.
Lord of the Rings is real, though.
It is not real.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank you. Good try.
But his comment was like, "Oh yeah, it happened so long ago.
Right.
It was like 800 years ago. There weren't any Coke cans around then."
That's true. It's product placement.
Yeah.
I think
That would be great product placement if they did that, though. That would get a lot of attention.
People
I
would
think I
talk
just had
about
a
it
brain
for sure.
fart. All right.
That's true.
It happens.
Yeah,
It does. It does.
Jon Snow swilling down a Coca-Cola.
It's like, wow, it's a good time for this.
I need something that'll quench my thirst.
I love Castamila's tequila.
I could see a dragon flying with a Domino's pizza in its mouth and just dropping it off to somebody. That would be good.
In today's television world, just never say never.
You're right,
right?
Dave.
That's
You're
fair.
right.
It
You're
is
right.
a crazy world out there.
Hello.
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 My dear old friend, Michael Gerry. What did you have for dinner last night?
Just a bowl of soup. Not too much.
What kind of soup?
Chicken nude.
Is this like a diet thing?
No, it just happened to be. I wasn't feeling that great.
Oh, okay.
A little soup for the,
Glad,
soul.
glad to see you rallied.
Yes.
Good. We're all glad for that.
Yes.
One or two more. Steve's a very busy guy. Hello.
Okay.
Hello. Good morning.
Stumbled upon just the perfect timing today. Get to call in, first time, long time. Robinson in the house. I found some sound. I was listening to some old episodes. I want you guys
Hold on
to
one second,
listen to
caller.
them.
I always hear a tremendous amount of people do this where they go through old episodes. I don't.
Yeah.
I would encourage you not to do that. That seems very boring.
I think a lot of people, this is their only podcast. Like, this is their.
You never know what little nugget of gold you're going to find.
I suppose. And I'm
give
grateful,
relevance
but
to
I
your
don't know. It's a
call.
beautiful world out there. Go. Steve said, look at the stars.
You shouldn't
still
be
watch
grateful. 90210.
Yes, but that's great. That's a great touchstone work. Of
Don't you think some
entertainment.
people would consider that
They would be
the
wrong.
show?
Yeah, this
They
is
would be
similar.
wrong. No,
you
it's
should be
not.
encouraging them to re-listen to more recent, like within the week episodes, because then you
Why?
still get credit for those.
When do I get credit?
Yeah.
For what?
Listen 3 times.
You think I care about that?
The Barstool ad.
You asking me that question?
The Barstool sales department.
You just don't read those emails from the sales department or management.
What? Like what?
There's just tons coming to your email each and every day.
Really?
You just don't pay attention.
Like what?
No, they do not.
So they've grown more overbearing.
Oh, they are.
Caught a little shit yesterday, and I wasn't gonna.
What happened?
Bring it up.
All right, we're good with calls. We'll take a rid of
Wait, this guy's a bit.
It's the same old.
This guy has a bit.
Steve's penis just hit me in the forehead. Go ahead.
No, it's the same bit every single time. It's the ad reads. Yesterday,
What are you talking about?
Yesterday's was not.
Ooh, not long enough. Yesterday's ad read. So
Yesterday's.
they're stop.
Who is this? Who sent this?
They're stop watching them within 24 hours.
No.
Who sent this?
Yesterday, I might have told you that ad read was short, though it probably wasn't the best day to point that out yesterday. But it happened a week ago with another client. So,
who sent the email?
It was from a producer at Barstool that oversees other producers. So they were relaying a message to me. So it's not really their fault.
Like a producer.
Yeah.
A
manager of producers.
Do I know this person?
No. But the sales team clearly
So they're
told
like
her
they're
to say
like
that.
stop watching your ad reads.
Well, I don't need to go into it again. You know the Blattman story, of course. I don't think the Blattman was around necessarily.
Oh, David Blattman.
Or this
I don't know the
system.
Blattman story.
Yeah, how we have to mark ads now.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know what you had to do.
You've got to tell a salesperson when the ad read happens.
We have to, after every episode, we have to highlight and mark every live ad read and then mark additional spots for every episode.
Seems like
so
there's
they
been a
see it every
breakdown.
day.
A breakdown in trust.
Like I know they have no thought, no sphere of like intelligence, and not capable of thinking outside the box. But imagine thinking like the SimpliSafe read we did, 52 seconds is different than a minute and 2 seconds. Like it's just it's so dumb. They're so dumb. They're all so dumb.
I think that there are definitely personalities at Barstool that need that overbearing,
stupid,
like
stupid, no talent.
Meet your commitments to advertisers.
And they just
they
just read it. They just read it verbatim, and
Yeah.
because they have no creativity, they
and
suck.
It's forward, gone.
And Barstool promotes them to the fucking moon. And I
You
have
think
to
there'd be
sit
like
here
a trusted talent list? Like these guys, they handle their clients. You don't need to bother them. Don't ever
been
bother
going
them.
since day one with the Buccaneers idiot. Like this
Mm-hmm.
is just my existence.
But can I play devil's advocate without getting the shit kicked out of me?
You can try.
Yesterday.
He won't hurt you.
Yesterday was significantly less.
Mm-hmm.
So what?
Do you think the people listening when I was in that mood fast forwarded through that?
No, definitely not.
Okay. Like I fast forward through.
I also think it's authentic that it was that time
thanks,
because
Dave. Yeah. Good.
I'm asking you.
I appreciate you.
I'm asking you.
Branding my authenticity.
Okay. Well,
what? You're asking me what? You didn't ask, there was no question at all.
I told you if it's significantly less than what is supposed to be, is that on us to then do it again at some other time?
No.
Okay.
It's a make good technically by like ad agency policy.
Yeah. No.
Dave, did you?
He basically just spelled it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me? I mean, do you?
I would ask.
I know you're a bright guy. You're a good producer. You're doing a great job. Do you need me to define the word no?
No.
I'm happy to do it.
No, I would ask you if that ever came up. I was just asking you the question. Like if they see tomorrow, which they will, and they'll say that was only X amount of time, we have to reschedule one. You want me to say no?
No, I'll just whatever. I'll just
Okay,
do it.
I'm
But
just
I'll do
asking
it.
you.
But
That
I'll
was
do
my
it. It'll
question,
be it'll be just as short. Maybe shorter if I know it's going to be good.
Okay.
Probably. I mean, just to be an
It is
asshole.
what it is. I'm not being an asshole.
The funny thing is that like the first, I shouldn't say funny, but the first 6 months of the show, we were doing bonus spots for one of our clients that we didn't know about forever and weren't told about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The
So
salespeople have treated us
all of
like
our ad reads, we were doing 120-second ad reads, longer than that.
Since
We were doing
day
like
one,
300-second
day
ad
one
reads
sales
for
has
these
treated us
people.
like garbage.
Well, they treat you like they treat everybody else who's reading the copy verbatim.
No, that's not true. They treat us worse. They treat us worse.
Yeah,
they show no respect to us.
But they've
of course,
got
if you give me a
great
make
skin.
it, of course I'll do it. I'll read it all day.
They go to the face gym. They get the great
Well, it's
skin,
Friday. I mean,
a
they're
free martini lunch.
They have 37 more minutes before they pretend to work and leave the office. And sit there and just wait for stuff to come in and nobody's ever listened to the show in that sales office. Ever. Nobody.
Kind of sounds like Dave has been like clipping your ad reads and sending them to this producer.
No question about that.
No, I just defined it.
about it.
I
No
just
He's
defined it.
hardwired
No question
to obey.
Suppose you're just not doing that yesterday, but you decided to do it.
What do you mean? I didn't do anything. What are you talking about? You have to mark the spots. The podcast cannot go up. That's why I got
Who cares
took
if the
shit.
podcast goes up? I don't care.
Stop.
Do you actually think I care? Do you actually think I care if the podcast?
No, I
goes
don't.
up?
I don't. But that's why I caught shit about the Milton's thing.
What Milton's thing?
That back in the day when the podcast was released at 5, and you told me I didn't care about the fans or whatever, it's because I had to mark those spots.
Who cares?
You have to.
It
do
is
that
such
now.
a pain in the ass.
You send me a make, of course I'll do it. I'm happy to help out.
I'm not giving you shit.
As I say every time, whenever I ask me to do anything, I do it. Of course I'll do
Couldn't
it.
agree more.
Go ahead. Well, we're done with calls?
Yeah.
To think all that guy wanted to do was point out some old audio.
That's true. You're right, Mike.
Sad.
Okay. 1 second. Let me see here. Where is it? Don't want to screw this up.
By the way, I'm going to do that hot dog idea.
You should do that.
I'm absolutely going to do that.
You could do guess that ass, but like own some liberal. Like, look at this ass.
Oh, that's a good idea. I thought you meant literally
Which ass said this?
I thought you meant literally like. I thought you literally meant like Nancy Pelosi's ass. You can do either one.
They'd just all be filled with depends.
How long does this read? 60 seconds, Dave?
60 seconds.
Here we go. Fall is almost here, and Milton's, the store for men, has everything you need to stay warm and look good during this transition to winter. From Henleys and hoodies to jeans and coats. Tommy Bahama, Vineyard Vines, and the North Face. Fall selections from new collections like Peter Millar and Ferretti. Pause for personalized experience. I like Ferretti. I wear their clothes frequently. Go to miltons.com right now. Go to miltons.com right now. It's a minute.
Fantastic job.
That's good, right? Do they want more than that?
I felt like I was on Zero Blog 30.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just then, I did.
Wow. It's amazing. I've never pretended to be in the military. I can still pull that's amazing. I can still do that. Well, obviously we love Milton's. All of us, of course. Steve corresponds with Bill from Milton's all the time, giving him his ideas and such.
Yeah, you never know.
What? It's true. It's true, Mike.
Just the way you said that with contempt.
Not contempt. No, I'm saying everyone here corresponds with the guys in Milton's. We love Milton's. Go to Milton's right now. Chestnut.
Sounds like
have you been to New Braunton? You probably been to New Braunton Mall location.
I haven't, but it sounds like the fight for a good lunch place with Bill continues. It's sort of been bouncing around, huh?
No,
I thought we found a good one.
No, the last two
You
times
like that one?
I brought to
Yeah,
been
yeah.
to Tony C's.
Okay.
No, the worst one ever was the day we were stuck in the heat for like 3 hours.
Oh,
Was that Carano?
it was Carano. Dave was there. It
Were
was
you
a
there,
big-
Steve? Or Steve was not there?
Steve was not there. It
That
was
was
Dave,
post-Steve.
Carano,
Harrison?
Justin,
myself.
Oh my God,
As a
Bill
crew.
paid for all of these people.
No.
Nope. No, we did not. Well, clothes, yes. Yeah.
One of these days, Dave will make a fake effort even to pick up the check.
No, I
And that
won't.
was-
Nope.
Just
Nope.
like a fan,
That was
partial
the
fan.
day that Dave ranted about how Glenn Ordway could have changed.
He could have been
online
Bill
radio.
Simmons. He could have been this, right? I want to know.
Yeah,
You take every fucking argument and you fucking ruin
Oh,
it.
by the way, Mike, we'll talk about Milton. Milton's is the greatest place in the world. Go to Milton's. We know I'm goofing around. That's a beautiful thing about Milton's. They'll know we're goofing around. Milton's the greatest place. Steve knows, no better partner. Dave knows that. Mike knows that. I know that. Go to miltons.com right now. Get your great clothes. Mike tweeted about this the other day, Dave, when I tweeted about the Snyder thing. At lunch.
Oh, I wanted to add, you misrepresented it.
Yeah, oh, good,
And I will
good.
say,
Yeah, go ahead.
it wasn't the length, because it didn't last a long
it was a volume of anger?
Thank you.
It was that he kind of mentioned it like, I mean, guys, you want to pick up the ball and run with this? Like, how much do you have to say about Bob Snyder?
That's exactly right. That is perfectly articulated.
No.
Right.
That is true. Yeah.
You want to
It was
join
just
in
like-
on his Bob Snyder?
It got like almost uncomfortable.
That's not true. Mike knows
Even
it.
Bill
Mike.
was like, "What the fuck?"
Nope.
What makes you think I know
loves that stuff? Please.
That was Bill told me that was the only time he ever considered like leaving the show. Yeah. That was it.
jamming
All the
his fork in it.
controversies,
Funny, an hour later, he changed his tune.
everything, all the other stuff didn't even matter at that point.
Yeah.
Jesus. Is Bob Snyder gonna be part of the main wire?
No,
chance?
we don't do
No consultants.
no consultants.
No consultants. What do we got there today? What's gonna be popping there today?
Oh, it's going to be a little bit tougher today because I'm on the road. Obviously,
Okay.
long
You're
time.
visiting people
long time
here
driving
today,
out
you
here.
said,
Yeah,
right?
I gotta go visit an aunt in Connecticut.
Which one?
An aunt.
That's an aunt.
Yes, Aunt Judy.
Do you say adult or adult?
Oh, he definitely says adult.
No, you
Adult.
don't. What?
Adult.
No, you do not.
I knew it.
Thank
You're
you.
just you're fucking.
Thank
That's
you.
a fucking. You do not.
Adult.
Adult, right?
I don't know. As soon as you ask the question, it puts you in your head. That
How am I supposed to answer this call right now?
Oh, is it?
Yes.
So I missed it.
Give them on the air.
No, I know. Yeah.
Well, he'll call.
I missed it.
Is this a
What's
case
that?
thing?
No, no. It's somebody you just called.
Well,
us and
sort of.
sang with it.
I see.
Future episode, season 6. Of course, I'll be dead, so Mike will be doing it. Like we're doing the case with mixing in comedy and Quincy episodes.
That'd be fun.
It might work, honestly.
I'll do the case straight, but I'll always reference It's much like episode 18.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you never know. It might be a good tape company you can make a deal with for that one, Steve.
Lucrative. Very lucrative.
Well, Steve, anything from your end?
You know,
Go ahead. Mind the hell.
Sometimes you got to give people what they want.
You're right, Dave. Hello.
Kirk, you seem like you were in a down mood. This is your friend, Billy Joel.
Oh, hey.
Wow. Your friend.
Hello, Billy
Yeah.
Joel.
Yeah. So your producer's a fuckhead. He's like drunk like it's money.
He should be dying. Oh, it's a fucking liar. Oh, yeah.
As I always end my shows, don't take any shit from anybody.
Thank you, Billy.
Is that how Billy Joel ends his
You know, I
shows?
will say, in terms of that song being performed in the Minifan universe, there was a high bar.
Incredible.
And he nailed it.
That first one was unbelievable. Yeah. That was a great first one.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
So,
what?
A couple of days ago, there was that other Red Sox player, the janitor at the Rockland schools.
Not player.
No, sorry, clubhouse, whatever. What ticket tape or whatever. The
Sam Kennedy's buddy.
Yeah. Sam Kennedy's friend was arrested for
who are the guests looking at him? That's so weird.
2-time ticket taker.
Yes, 2-time winner of ticket taker. Yeah. Did you confirm that for the Maine Wire?
I was trying to write a story about it for the Maine Wire, just a little Red Sox clickbait.
I read it. You wrote it. Yeah.
But then I was like, oh, who is that other guy?
Stephen Murphy, of course.
But I was like, oh, I couldn't think of his name. I was like,
Ray.
Yeah. I was sitting there bouncing around.
To be Carano, there is humor in Carano.
Yes.
He wrote Mama Geary's Touch in Rape.
Some great songs, yeah.
What's the line I love in Mama Geary's Touch? Is the bullet.
The one that, as the lead penetrated the night.
That's a great line.
Yeah.
It's a great line.
It's art.
It's art.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's his best work.
Beautiful imagery.
I mean, is there a chance
You gotta bring him back.
makes a comeback or no?
Bring
You
him back.
like him.
I do. I think he's a great guy. He's the guy who enabled me to be able to take a vacation and not feel like things were going to fall down around here.
That was not my thing. That was your thing. I said take as much time as you want. Even when you left, remember at the end of the, what are you laughing at, Dave?
Well, you didn't care if things fall apart around here. You didn't care who it was.
Well, that's not true. I mean, no, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, I think
I shouldn't say the guy. Dave also
for 3 weeks when you were in Italy.
That's right. I think it was 4.
Was it 4 weeks, Rich?
It was 4.
Like a week after we started. But even when you quit a year and a half ago, whatever it was, I said to you when we were done with the case, if you wanted to take 2 months off, take 2 months off.
Yeah.
You know?
But it was going to be more than that. So
as it turns out, yeah. I tell it to
Who's
Dave
the
all
guy?
time.
Who's the backup now?
It's a
the
great
Carano
question.
of today.
Harrison, I
Well, it
guess.
would have been Justin.
Well, Steve
So
Robinson,
Harrison.
of course, of the Maine Wire.
why wouldn't I be the backup?
Full circle, Mike.
Wow.
I think.
I get
Well, you feel like it's below Steve in the way?
To be Dave's backup? Yeah.
I don't really think if you sit on that side of the glass, like now you shouldn't come back here. Probably.
Ooh.
I'm not saying that's a rule. I'm saying.
Oh,
I mean,
you hear that, Mike?
There was lobbying for this, by the way. Yesterday we said it would be, trying to get into this chair, but he wanted to sit in there.
Yeah, he wanted.
No, we said this.
see,
You said this earlier. Yeah.
That's just a comfort thing. I mean, these shitty chairs I got from Walmart. They're not the most comfortable studio chairs. I like being up.
Yeah,
a
Mike's
little bit
made
more.
that chair his though. Let's make the Smithsonian like Archie Bunker's chair one day.
Yeah, I'll take it with me.
I'd like to think
wax claw sitting there.
Yes, exactly.
No, I think being in there. I mean, honestly, it takes like an eighth of your brain, maybe, to do
Right.
that job.
Right,
So
yeah.
you can also be a presence.
I suppose, yeah.
Fair.
Dave does both.
Yeah.
Yeah. What grade would you give Dave so far as a producer of the show overall?
I would say A minus.
Wow.
I would agree with you.
Yeah, I think
I'd say A plus.
I think one of the differences between Dave and I is he enjoys the technical stuff. Like he enjoys the cameras and figuring stuff out. That was always something that I just figured out.
Well, that's why they
in order
always
to be
fuck
able
up
to
because
do.
I'm trying stupid things.
Exactly.
You're always tinkering.
He's innovating.
You're always
He's always innovating.
It's like working with Walt Disney.
So
in every
yesterday,
way.
I caught shit after the show because
From
people
who?
thought I deleted content. So I clicked go live on YouTube like I always do.
Yeah, it turns
every
out the
fucking
TV
day.
stuff didn't make it, right?
Yes, as if I could predict that. First of all,
Hey, what do you?
no, I know, but like
There's
there was
only
no.
one person you should be worried about.
And that's
People
why I
on
texted
Twitter.
you last night. That's
What did I say? Put it up.
you didn't give a shit.
He was in the podcast, though, right?
It was in the podcast.
Yeah, but Dave doesn't care about the podcast, Mike.
That
Cares
is
about
not
the YouTube.
factually accurate. That is not.
Mike, that's your mistake right there.
I'm sorry.
Just a YouTube guy.
I apologize.
He's an influencer. Anyway, so go to mainwire.com. You get all. That's what I said. The Mainwire.
See, the guy who owns mainwire.com wants like $3,500 for it.
Oh, you got yourself a fucking whatever.
I got myself an enemy.
These guys are all cunts, Dave, right?
They're all
You don't like that guy?
No, I don't even know who it is.
If I go to mainwire.com right now, is it just that?
Just an auction page, yeah.
Oh, it's nothing.
Yep, nothing.
No, there's a thing there. Oh no, if I go to mainwire.com, it goes to yours.
Oh, are you sure?
Yes, I just did it.
Maybe he's been a nice guy.
I just did it, Steve. Mainwire.com. Look, I'm on mainwire.com right here. Clicked on it. Dave, do the same thing.
Too.
It doesn't correct on your phone or anything because you've been there already.
It does not.
Shab, COVID, Shab.
No.
It's
auto-correcting.
Mainwire.com does not go to it.
Yeah. See, it's going.
Oh, it's because
you're auto-correcting because you've been
mine's
there.
already been there?
Yeah.
So if I go to
your phone already sees that you're a P1.
See, Steve, I've been there.
I know.
Shaw's with the jab right there. What a story.
It's actually a fantastic story. People should read it. It's very well researched. It talks about what happened yesterday at the CDC, what the implications are. Massachusetts is now effectively mandating children get the vaccine if they want to attend public school.
Good. I'm with them.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Get your fucking kids out of the house. I'm all for it. You go to blindmike.net.
Yes,
for very almost like they're almost married. These two. You two should merge. It's very similar.
Yeah,
this is
Oh, you and Mike have almost been holding hands the whole time.
Hey, he's bumped me a couple
your
times.
hands are like an inch away from each other.
I just lost my pinky, the claw.
We're back, I think, Sunday night.
All right.
All right, go ahead. I think we're okay. Go ahead. Just want the show to end.
Oh, again?
Hello.
Sir Elton John, how about a ballad to end the show, sir?
That seems reasonable, yeah. Seems reasonable.
Oh, Benny and the Lies! Benny!
Benny and the Lies.
Lion! Benny! Lion! Benny! Lion! Benny and the Lies! Even over the pond, we know you lie, Volin! You fucking scumbag!
This is Elton John?
It's very crass for Elton John.
Wow. Did he perform at the wedding last week?
I guess so.
I guess he wouldn't have at that point.
Good song.
Ugh, terrible. I hate Elton John now.
I wonder why.
What do you mean?
Just saying.
Why would that be your first instinct?
It's
Like, can I just not like his
I'm an
music?
ally. I've always
Why
been
can't
an
I just
ally.
like his,
I've
not like
always
his-
been an ally.
I hate Elton John's some of his big hits. I hate that song. I hate Philadelphia Freedom. I fucking hate whatchamacallit.
Rocket Man?
No, it's a good song. That's a good
Tiny
song.
Dancer?
It's overplayed now, would you say?
I like it.
Oh yeah. Just I don't know. Too many. The hits are so big that I think I'm just worn out by him.
Fuck,
So it's not
fuck
his
new
fault.
Elton John.
It's not his fault.
Fuck
It's
him.
the enormity of his success.
I
has
suppose so.
undermined His value.
I suppose so. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, so go follow Steve there at the Mayweather. Steve will be around.
We got any paperwork to sign today?
I don't think so. What?
No, like literary.
They're right here.
Stuff that's been
I
on
sign it right now.
2 weeks.
I figured I'd wait till Steve was here. Steve's name is first in this thing. Oh no, it's not.
No, it's not.
Let me just sign it right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, if you want.
It's big stuff.
It's a pink pen. Is that okay?
I think pink's fine. Yeah.
Oh, you gotta sign it too?
Yeah.
All right, what's the date?
Today's
21st.
the 21st of October, 2022.
21-22. Signed.
There you go. Wow.
That is a
This
signed
moment in
argument
history.
with a literary, a signed agreement, a literary agency for a book deal for season 1 of The Case.
Wow.
So there you go.
That's
What the hell
big.
that means, but that's this,
Saving that announcement for
This
the
is
end of the show.
Thrice Weekly people, right?
This is from the Thrice Weekly Call. Yes,
There
as a
it
matter
is.
of fact.
There
So.
it is. All right. BlindMike.net. We'll see Mike Sunday night. Steve, we'll see him sure some point soon, right?
Yep.
All right. We'll talk. Dave, anything else from you?
All good.
All right. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.